level, my man. Oh yes, no get one hour soon, nana. Biafra level, my man. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, Momo. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Lucky star is sinking, sinking, Odogu, Ekpa. Amorotomo, Agbada Bururu. Amorotomo, Agbada Bururu. Excellency Simon Ekpa. Nieruwe yo, Witrowe Salon. Mr. Go with the same the freedom you brought to do well for us. Mr. Go with the same no. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. PM Simon John, you have done so much for us. I am sharing tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo, we appreciate you awesome. Agbada Bururu. Worry sister say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Oh, Amorotomo Agbada Bururu. Helen Peter say you are so good. That is the truth. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorotomo Agbada Bururu. Ewo Urobi Soko with the Sedo. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the food that we eat. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobi Soko with the Sedo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Oh, Urobi Soko with the Sedo. Clara Dim say you are so good. Anna Agbada Bururu. Amorotomo Agbada Bururu. Hey, Amorotomo Agbada Bururu. Urobi Soko with the Sedo. Hey, Urobi Soko with throw salute. Even Lucky Star, it is Sedo. You do well, oh, it is Sedo. That you do well, oh. We salute you, oh, we throw away salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, oh. You are so good. Amorotomo Agbada Bururu. I am in tears of joy For your good one cannot be quantified. Oh, Amaro Tomo Agbada Guru. Ewo, Isuko
those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. You do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Moroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra, when the Siputa, Makamwero Mekanyinaga, Biko Kulien, Okeruo, Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo. Oh, when the Moroku, Makamwero Wangi, oh, when the Muruchekwa, Makamwero Mekumu Biafra, Biko Kulien, Okeruo, Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo. The spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulien, Okeruo. When the Biafra Gideon, Biko Kulien, Okeruo. Oh, Amadike no na donjon, Mukekweki Heremeyae. Bodike, Mbosike, Rurajobalike, Biko Kulien, Okeruo, Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Master Simon Ekpa, it wants to smooth the street Gabaniru Naibu. Everybody has done from my Ebudo, or Guinea. Mazi Simon Ekpa, emezu okwere onye ndu. Ihe Jamalike ruo, imakwa Simon Ekpa wuchie. Ihe Jamalike ruo, Simon Ekpa bụ atakata abụọ. Ojuda bụ enyi, mgbigbere onye ndu gị na-eme tata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you. Prime Minister, I will follow you. I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Okwe Bucharangwe, Mazi Simon Ekpa, or Guinea. Mazi Simon Ekpa, Biko, Kisiki, Kaka, Nobu, Atakata, Kaina, Ojuda, Uei, Kipolonyendu, Kine, Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you. Prime Minister, I need a one who got I will follow you. I will follow you. I will follow you. What's my name? Oh, Madike Biafra, Dahi Boroka Biarole. Iye Jamalike Ruo, Biafra Republic Government Awuchie. Iye Jamalike Ruo, Commander General Lewejiri. General Buduso, Sona Atakata War. Commander Holy Ghost. Borobunu na Satata. Biko kulie, kulie nuo, oge nuo. Biko kulie, iye jamayike oge nuo. Biko kulie, kulie nuo, iye jamayike oge nuo.
Maka Biafra, we're putara nyi onye ndu, here Simon Ekpa,
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
Simon Ekpa, I
Only Biafrans now and they perform. Oh, Biafra. Simon Ekpa got me one no one. Biafra got me. Only Biafra.
The Fulani approach to the zoo called Nigeria is called the devil's alternative. Fulani, they have this two-pronged approach to the issue of one Nigeria. If they collapse you through banditry, they will overrun you because they believe they have superior weaponry. Right now, and all of them are in this game together. That's number one. If you sue for peace, which idiots like Omahi are doing, if you sue for peace, they will also get what they're looking for because they will plant Ruga in every local government area. The devil's alternative, whichever option you choose, men are going to die. Men will die. It doesn't matter the option you choose. If you wait for them to do things peacefully, which they will never do, they are going to kill you anyway because they'll be Ruga. And you allow them to forcibly take over your land, you are taken over, they will take it by force. And Fulani will plant their people in your local government areas. That in the next 100 years, you'll be hearing about Olo Emirate. And then we'll be like Hausa people. Our great-grandchildren will now ask their parents, what happened? They will tell them, oh no, there was somebody called Hope Uzodimma. He was playing politics. He loved Nigeria. There was one called Umahi. He loves Fulani. He used to be our brother. But then we are gone. As a race, we are finished. And I said to these fools, Fulani Caliphate is dealing with you people, but you don't know it. They are like the vulture. Nigeria is pregnant. If Nigeria dies during the pregnancy, they benefit. Nigeria gives birth to their Ruga, which they want, a new Nigeria, which they want, is also to their benefit. The only people aiding and abetting them are these quislings, the fulefus from the East, intellectuals, and sophisticated morons from the West. Unless you understand your role in society, you can never ever make any meaningful contribution. According to the Greeks, there are three types of people on this earth: the idiots, the tribesmen, and the citizens. People don't know the meaning of the word idiot. They think it's an insult. It's not an insult. When the Greeks used the word idiots, they did not use it as a curse word. Idiots are people who just do not care. That is the original meaning of the word. If they write exams, they will cheat. If they are in government, they will steal. An idiot does not care at all. If he eats banana, he throws the peel anywhere instead of putting it in a trash can. According to the Greeks, some societies have more idiots than tribesmen and citizens. As I used to say before, Nigeria is full of idiots. Idiots. If not, that means you're not doing anything. If nobody is chasing you to arrest you, that means you're not a freedom fighter. If nobody is trying to stop what you're doing, that means that what you're doing is not effective.
I want you to understand that forget whatever that is going on social media. Forget whatever that the Nigeria terrorist states are saying on social media and behaving on their National Assembly. They know that the game is over. I am telling you the fact. The northern Nigeria know that the game is over. I know what is going on within them. The presidency of Nigeria know that the game is over. The Senate President Ekpa knows that the game is over. The only people that do not know, or maybe they are just skeptical, are the gullible one Nigerians who are believing in the Nigerian terrorist army that they have the capability to eliminate Biafrans, don't knowing that I actually lost the war already before we.
All of us Biafrans in the British cabinet, the Defense of Homeland, the Biafran Liberation Forces, the Biafran Army, we have vowed in our life. We are going to continue this same call, this same place that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has. Nobody will stop that. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has set all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end.
Prayer. There is no room for sabotage. I am not fighting Biafra freedom with a clear eye. Then I'm telling you people today, if you know you are going to occupy any position in the Biafra de facto government in the homeland, listen and pay attention. I don't have friend. I don't know anybody. I don't know you. You are not my friend. The only thing that we are doing brought us together is that you have volunteered to serve Biafra people in the homeland. If you become a problem, you will regret it. It is a call to serve Biafra people, not a call to serve Simon Ekpa, not a call to build clique, not a call to form cabals in your various states, not a call to do paddy in the Biafra government. The price and the consequences is heavy. Many people have died in this struggle. You must listen to instruction. You must take directive and don't joke with.
All of us Biafrans in the British cabinet, the Defense of Homeland, the Biafran Liberation Forces, the Biafran Army, we have vowed in our life. We are going to continue this same call, this same place that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has. Nobody will stop that. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has set all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end.
Biafran itsenäisyyttä ajava nigerialaisryhmä on kokoontunut Lahteen. 5-päiväisessä tapahtumassa ryhmä on tehnyt Biafran itsenäisyysjulistuksen. Tapahtuman taustalla on lahtelainen Simon Ekpa, joka vangittiin viime kuussa epäiltynä terrorismirikoksesta. Ryhmä suunnittelee huomiseksi Lahteen isoa mielenosoitusta Ekpan vuoksi. Hämeen poliisi seuraa tapahtumia.
We gathered in Helsinki last year for the preparation to today's event. And then we chose Lahti because our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, whom the Finland local authority says is inciting us, he's not here with us today. So we gathered here because this is a city where he lives. And we are used to Finland. They say he's inciting people, but we are fighting for our freedom. We have the right to self-determination. And that's exactly the same thing our Prime Minister is doing.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. I welcome everyone that have joined us on this program this morning according to Biafran time. I appreciate everyone that has connected. If you are watching me from TikTok, I welcome you. Please tap the screen and share the broadcast. If you are watching from Facebook, I welcome you. Please share the program. Share to all the people you can be able to reach. Share in all your platforms. Share to your family and friends. Share to anyone you can be able to reach. The time has come for the radical evangelism. So if you are watching on Facebook, do me a favor, do us a favor and share. And those of us who are watching on David Harbour channel on YouTube, which is where I'm hosting this program, I welcome every one of you, and my special thanks goes to every one of you that is helping to make sure that we run this program every blessed day. I say, may Chukwu Okike my guide and protect you. You know our routine. If you are watching from David Hubbard channel, please share the program. Click like. Very, very important. Click like. As you all know, the social media does not help us to promote our program. It is in our hands to promote our program. And if we don't, nobody is going to do that for us. So we have taken upon ourselves to continue to promote our program by ourselves. You can equally join us on this radical evangelism by helping us to share the program and like. Click like. When you click like on the program, it will help to trigger the algorithm to send the information to other people to join us on this program. So it is important that you like the program so that we can reach the people we need to reach. I welcome everyone that have joined. For those who are going to come across this very platform for the very first time, or those who are joining us for the very first time, this platform where you are watching this program, you're listening today, either on TikTok, on Facebook, or on YouTube. It is a platform under the United States of Biafra, a platform under the Deputy Prime Minister Interim, COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, a platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, and on the Supreme Command of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nandekan. In this very platform, as you all know, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come to this platform to preach hate. We do not come here to attack any individual or persons. We don't come here to attack any religion or race. Our focus is the restoration and the freedom of the people. The freedom of Biafra is what we are concerned about. And the complete and full restoration of Biafra on ground. The declaration of Biafra has been made, and we will continue to pursue the recognition of Biafra and also speak to the world and tell the world the true situation of things in Biafra land. That is why we are here, to encourage Biafrans to hold on to their legitimate right, the right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life. These are rights that you must hold dear to your heart. And every of these rights is supported by Chukwu Okike, who is the ultimate leader of this cause. Every single right we are projecting today is supported by international law. The right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life. African peoples and human rights law also support these rights. Nigerian law also supports these rights. But unfortunately, the contraption called Nigeria is a lawless country that does not obey its own law. That is why it seems we are doing something that is out of the blues or something that is unlawful. The reason why they are seeing Biafrans as strange people, when they hear the name Biafra, they go gaga. When they hear the name Biafra, they get uncomfortable. It is because of the lawlessness in the contraption called Nigeria. A very lawless place. Apart from that, the Biafrans are not doing anything that is unlawful. We ask for self-determination. We hold on to our self-defense to defend ourselves, our life, and we hold on to our right to life. And we will continue to do so because it is our legitimate right. We cannot give it up. It doesn't matter how you attack us. It does not matter your propaganda or blackmail. We will not give it up. We will continue to hold on to it forever and ever. Those are the rights that Chukwu Okike gave to us. In our morning program, as you all know, it is an interactive section. I have a link on the comment section where you can come in and make your contribution. You can come in and ask your questions. You can come in and say your prayers. The only thing that qualifies you to join us on this platform is to be a human being. As long as you're human, regardless your race, your location, your religion, you are welcome. We will listen to you. All we ask is that while you want to appear on this program, please make sure you appear in a decent manner. It is not mandatory that you must give us your picture. It is not mandatory you must give us your video. But when you want to appear on video, please make sure you appear in a very decent manner. Very important. The world is watching. Children are watching. The government of United States of Biafra is watching. The Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, is watching. I can bet you our Prime Minister is observing and watching us. The whole world is paying attention to Biafra today. They want to see and know what they've got. When you join me on stage to speak, I beg you, please try to make sure you speak in a very civil manner. Very important. We must be civil so that the world can be able to digest our information and understand what we are saying. It will be useless if we come online and talk. You end up wasting our time and your own time, and you make no sense. If you want to join me on stage, please conduct yourself properly and be civil. It doesn't matter how angry you are. You are free to be angry. You are free to be dissatisfied with what I'm saying. It is not mandatory that you must align yourself with my own ideology. You are entitled to your opinion. But in voicing out your opinion, you must do it in a very civil manner. We must learn how to do things civil. We cannot build another zoo. Never. We want to show the world what we are made of. And we will continue to do so. We have come once again today to do what we have been doing, and we will continue to do. Even after we have fully restored Biafra on the ground, we will come online and continue to talk, because so many of us that have been in the zoo for a very long time, their brain have been damaged. We still need a lot of work to talk to some of our brothers and sisters, our fellow Biafrans, to wake up and change their mindset. It is a duty that lies on us, those of us in media. We have to continue to create the awareness for people to have a change of mind, because people have lived in a corrupt country for a very long time. Some people have begun to see the system of the zoo as a way of life. So it is going to take time for us to talk, and then to bring them back into the normal way that a human being should live and behave. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, I welcome every one of you once again. And today we have chosen a topic which says the United States of Biafra to the next level, under Deputy Prime Minister, COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Seeking recognition, we move. As you can see, we are not stopping. We are not stopping. We are going on and on and on and on. Our enemy want to hear that we have stopped. The plan of the enemies of Biafra and their cohorts, their plan is to see that we have stopped. They want to keep us busy, gossiping, keep us busy, solving things that are not problems. Keep us busy with things that looks like a problem that is not a problem. But I bet you, Chukwu Okike is in charge, and he has given us the order to go ahead. We will not waste our time anymore, begin to talk about things that are irrelevant. Each time I come online, I tell you that today, the office of the Prime Minister, in the hand of the Deputy Prime Minister, COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, is busy. The office of the Prime Minister, the Deputy Prime Minister, is very busy pursuing the recognition of Biafra. She doesn't have time for the gossip. She doesn't have time for distraction. It doesn't matter what you feel you have in your mind to say. It is very, very irrelevant. You cannot bring her back. So many of us have learned from the right people. Just like Moses Nadikana will say also, he has learned a great lesson. He read about the Biafrans, their lifestyle, read about the zoo and our enemies. In the same way, the Prime Minister, Moses Samareko, will tell you that he has learned a tough lesson from what transpired in the past. People that were there before him The Prime Minister learned a lot from their mistakes, from their weaknesses. He learned a lot. And today, someone else is there holding that table for the Prime Minister to come. And she has learned from the very powerful hand, from the right people. In the same vein, so many of us Biafrans that are watching, that are standing on the truth today, we have learned in a very hard way. We learned a tough lesson. That is why when the wind is blowing from left to right, east, west, north, and south, we are standing still, undistracted. I can understand that every one of us do not have the same level of understanding. There are people who catch up with the issue immediately. There are people who catch up with the issue at the middle, and the people who come at last to understand their failures. There are people who talk before they listen. There are people who listen before they talk. We have different kinds of people with different kinds of knowledge and understanding. And we have to try as much as possible to understand it and carry everyone along. But one thing we are not going to allow is distraction. Do not allow anyone to distract you. Not your brother, not your sister, not your friend, not your mother, not your father, not your pastor, not your native doctor, not your imam. Do not allow anyone to distract you. You must focus. Your eyes must be on the rising sun. Your eyes must be on the rising. If you are focused on the rising sun, you are not going to notice any distraction. You won't. If you are focused on the rising sun, you are not going to notice any distraction. Yesterday was a very wonderful day. The Deputy Prime Minister interim, the COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, was live yesterday with all the members of the cabinet, and so many of us watched live while she spoke to the whole world and to Biafrans. And we heard her speech. She was very direct to the world, and she said what she had to say, passed the information straight for you to know that she's not distracted. The mantle of leadership has fallen on her. She did not choose herself. The Biafran people chose her through the Prime Minister, Ekpa. And today, she is representing the Prime Minister, Ekpa. Just like the video I always play before I start, the Prime Minister, Ekpa, that every one of us have trusted, tested and trusted, have laid the foundation, have laid the structure of this very Biafra we are talking about from A to Z. He did not leave anything. He has laid the foundation from the beginning to the end. And we are only following the foundation he has laid down. And we will continue to follow that foundation, regardless what anybody is saying. At every point in time, all you have to do is to ask yourself, are you following the foundation laid by the Prime Minister? Every one of us know that our Prime Minister is not somebody who likes to delay. He doesn't sit one place and mark time. In fact, he is one of the greatest multitaskers that I have seen. When he told us that he's 50 men in one, I didn't believe it. We were all waiting to see how can he be 50 men in one? But I tell you, he is more than 50 men. And if you are a follower of our Prime Minister and you didn't learn anything, that there is no delay, no need to look back, it is forward ever. So many of us, it is even difficult for us to catch up with him. I can understand that. All of us do not have the same speed. But if you know who he is, today you don't have to have doubt if you're on the right path or not. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze have moved even faster than you expect. She's going ahead, not paying attention to any distraction or gossip, giving instruction and showing us the way to go. All you need to do is align yourself behind her. Let's give her the ultimate support, the same way we are supporting the Prime Minister, And I will also remind you that you are not just supporting Dr. Ngozi Orabueze or Ekpa. We have put in place the office of the Prime Minister. That office of the Prime Minister is running the affairs of the Biafran people today. That office of the Prime Minister has been able to lead us to declaration of the United States of Biafra. Every single document that represents the United States of Biafra is in the hand of that office, the office of the Prime Minister. If you do not respect the office of the Prime Minister, you are not in this cause. We don't need anybody, professor, to interpret it to you. The office of the Prime Minister is not empty. The office of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, is functional, very, very active, have not stopped working even for one day. If you are genuine, your loyalty should be to that office and whoever is appointed, male, female, old, young, poor, rich, whoever is there in that office. And every one of us have seen someone who is there, who has been represented from the time of declaration, even before the declaration. Our primes have always projected somebody who takes care of that office of the Prime Minister. Somebody who carries the banner, who sends message and brings message, who knows deep things that so many of us do not know. If you do not understand, or maybe you are having some misunderstanding, there are certain things you don't understand, I agree with you. It is possible you might have some suspicions. You are entitled to your opinion, you are entitled to your investigations, you are entitled to your own way of verifications, but don't use it as a distraction. Focus. The same way, every one of us know where we are coming from. Before our Prime Minister got to this stage, he has to pass through what our COS is passing through. And that is the system in Biafra. Biafrans are Republicans, you know. If you know Biafran people, what he has seen today is very, very common among us, Biafrans. They will always try to verify you. Before you can be a Biafran leader, you will pass through the eye of the fire. They will push you through fire. You pass through the furnace. They will burn you up so that when you come out, you become very refined and sound. And that is what I'm seeing today. So I'm not worried. I am focused, and I know Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is focused, and I'm very, very happy on the path we are going today. And finally, yesterday, all doubts, all propaganda were sealed yesterday. If you still say you are confused, I am sorry. You got to check yourself. If you're coming here to come and tell me you don't know where you stand, I am sorry. I cannot help you. Sit back and listen. I know that there are people who can be able to understand things easily. There are people who it takes years to come along. But we cannot wait for you. Whenever you come along, you can follow us. Mazin Nandekano say, if I have 100 men, I will move. Let the rest come later. That was the word of Mazin Nandekano. 100 men, he was looking for 100. He said, when I have 100 men, I will move. The rest people can, he didn't say he will abandon. No, the rest people can come and meet up later. Because we know that fingers are not equal, understandings are not of different levels. But I thank Chukwu. Yesterday was amazing. So many of us watched live. So many of us didn't. But I'm going to play some major clips that I was able to catch up with. And as time goes on, we begin to review some other clips that will also help you to answer certain questions. I welcome my beloved brother, Maxwell. Every one of us know him. He's one of us. He has been doing a great work, and he has not been feeling too well since all this while from the declaration. The enemies have tried to attack, but I thank God that they have failed already. He is sound by the special grace of Shukwu. They tried, but they have failed. He is sound by the grace of Shukwu. As long as we can see him, we know they will always try, but no matter what happens, we are glad he's here with us. One of the strong voice we have always seen on this very platform. Yeah, welcome, my beloved brother Maxwell. Go ahead and speak to us, my beloved brother. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Mazi Chuks Namoche. Good morning to you.
You're welcome.
From the little beautiful city of Bolgatanga in Upper East region of Ghana. It's a very long name. Bolgatanga. It's a very long name. It's a very long word. I mean, good morning to every one of you, our listeners in the comment section, and those that are going to come in. I use this opportunity to salute everyone all the people of the United States of Biafra, home and abroad. May Chukwu Kikabiyama continue to bless all of you, protect you, just like the way he has been so good to me this time around. We are conquering them. As long as I have survived what happened to me a few days ago, every one of you will survive, even more than I have.
He said.
And God will. I thank you all. And may God continue to bless everyone of you. It is good to be here. And it is very, very great to see every one of you. I love what happened on the 29th. It is a remarkable event in the heart and the eyes of the world. They never knew that there is what we call ambush. There are some people that do not understand the intricacies of what you are doing, what the enemy planned to do on that second. But that iron lady, the Margaret Thatcher, not the wicked Margaret Thatcher of Eliza, the Margaret Thatcher of the United States of Biafra, a true daughter of the Biafran people, decided to ambush them and brought it down to 29. Only God knew what could have happened that day with what that we are seeing today. And I believe with what I have seen, with what I have heard, with what I have read, there were people that were fighting her. Why is she bringing it to 29th of second? There is what we call ambush. Even the Bible said, when you are living, when you see, is it the enemy or whether our Igbo, my mother's proverb? When you are eating with the devil, please look for a very long spoon. Once the devil grab it, leave it. Let it go with it. This is exactly what happened. What I am seeing today. And before I go on, Mazikis, I would like to say that my total support and submission goes to the COS. It goes to COS. I cannot see for the life of me when the commander-in-chief is not there or commanding officer is not there. The 2IC, which is SO2, that's supposed to take over, then the adjutant will now come to take over. It is never done. It is never done in the hierarchy of command. What we are doing is not a Boy Scout event. This is a business. It's real business. It's real government. It ties to the heart and the freedom of the Biafran people. Don't joke with it. Do not joke with what you are doing. You want to tell the world, oh, is this the kind of people that wants to rule themselves? People that are so... The world, we are not disorganized. It is just only some few elements that wants to make name, that wants to show their ego, that are misbehaving. And we are going to stand against them. I love what happened yesterday. The cabinet meeting, I was not able to watch it to the, to the end. But I am going back to look at what happened and listen to the contributions of everybody in that particular meeting yesterday. It was a great meeting. It was a great meeting. It renewed. This thing rekindled the interest of our people. People that were saying, "Oh, what is really going on? Are we now going to the era of Wazirike and the rest of them?" No, we are not going there. We have the document the declaration document that is there with her, with the cabinet, and without that, any other person that is making noise is making noise. I rest here until I come back again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for that amazing submission, and that is what it is. We are focused, and we are very, very focused. When you see sound people, you will know. The person that just spoke now is somebody who has served in the military. When they come in the lines of obeying orders and obedience and how things are done, I believe he has much more experience on that. And when you see people speak, you know people who are speaking deep down from their heart, speaking the truth. Speak the truth. It doesn't matter who is concerned. Whether your brother, your friend, your father, your mother, your uncle, your auntie, or whatever. No. Just go with the truth. And that is how a responsible people need to behave. You don't have to sell your truth because of porridge. You don't have to. I thank you so much, my beloved brother. And yesterday was amazing, just like my brother was saying. And before we go deep, I just wanted to, I would like to play the statement of the COS, the statement she made before, because the meeting was a very long meeting. Many people, all the members of the cabinet spoke. Myself, I did not sleep all night. I didn't sleep until 8 o'clock on my own time here this morning, and there was nothing I could do anymore. I wasn't even supposed to come online, but I have to do it because it's something that we have to do. So I want to play just some few points that the COS made on her own speech so that we can be able to carry on from there. And when you listen to her, you will understand that she's moving on. We have moved on long time ago. She has moved on. From the very moment our Prime Minister had an issue, she moved on. She never stopped for one day. She never stopped one day. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
You see, thank you so much. What I wanted to chip in is this. When this issue started, I had some, my own of misconceptions about the sacking. I have to make this clear to every one of you that is listening to me today. I suggested to one of our elder sister, my name Oche. She's in the UK. I won't mention her name. I called her and said, Auntie, this is what is going on. Why couldn't she wait until someone Ekpa, the Prime Minister, comes? She said, no. On a second thought, I said, wait a minute. If Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, who is now isolated from us, waited for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, what could have happened to us today? That is a second thought of it. Some people were thinking just like the way I was thinking. I do not know whether they have reasoned the other part of it like me. If Prime Minister Simon Ekpa waited, like I was thinking before, waited for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out, what could have happened to Biafra agitation today? The level at which we are today, through your support and the leadership of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, could we have achieved what we have achieved today? The answer is no. We could not. In fact, if we were waiting for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out, and this is one of the tricks of the enemy.
Absolutely, the key. That is the key target.
Get the head of. They did it to Wazirike. They did it to Wazirike, and it worked for them. They do it to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Prime Minister stepped in. They thought that it was going to work. When those Igbo-speaking Biafrans politicians were going to visit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, do you know what they were telling him? As if he has been isolated, he cannot hear or listen or have access to outside information. Remember what Let Fela said about prison and the outside world. Remember, that is what they thought that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu would do. Go back there and tell the adjutants, the second in commands, tell them that, oh, everything is well. They tried it by writing from, whether they formulated it or whatever, I don't know, a handwriting. And I had problem with that handwriting as well. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu instructed the Biafran people to lay down on sit at home. But this same Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been coming out anytime from court. But he has never for one day. He has never for one day. Or Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister, and the rest of the Biafran agitators, did they do juju? If be juju when they do so that no one talk.
Ask me.
Or if be juju be that. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, the man who has been incarcerated, innocently, will come out to have a little conversation, time to, speak to the press. But this same man, you saw he wrote a letter, a handwritten letter, could not say or criticize Simon Ekpa. Criticize Simon Ekpa. Or criticize, say, no, Simon Ekpa, from today onwards, I ask you to stop, sit at home. Just 1 minute of his time. He didn't say it. And you want me to believe all the things these people are saying? That's exactly what they are doing. They tried Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Prime Minister, sprang up. They now hold this one again, the Prime Minister again, Ngozi Orabueze, the COS, spring up. So we are going to support them no matter what they do. There is no way. There is no way. We are like a river, a busted river. Anyhow you try to put a barrier to stop us, we will penetrate and come. And if you are not careful, we will follow you as you are coming. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. You have made a very great impact. And let us hear from our COS what she said. I was able to catch up with some of the comments that she made. Let's just listen from the video. Might not be very clear, but let's hear what she has to say.
France today, we welcome our special guest, Attorney Levy. Welcome to our meeting today. We are glad to have you here today. We welcome all the new cabinet members of the United States of Biafra. We welcome all the wonderful ex-Brigade cabinet members, part of the cabinet. We welcome the press. We welcome our friends and our allies. We also welcome our enemies here watching today. Because without you, we can't go far. So we appreciate everyone and the role they play in making this government stronger than ever. We are very, very happy today to have everyone. Again, my name is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I'm the Deputy Prime Minister for the United States of Biafra, Chief of Staff to Brigade, and Chief of Staff to the Biafra government in exile. I welcome everyone today. We thank our men on ground that is not shaken by the politics in the social media. We thank you for what you do. We thank you for being resolute. We thank you for distancing yourself from the politics of the distractors that have tried to distract us using your name. And I'm very, very happy you stood up to do what our Prime Minister wants you to do. We welcome and thank His Excellency, our Prime Minister, Abato Bie, the Agune Chamber, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. We thank you so much for what you do. We thank you so much for your services. We thank you for the redeclaration of the United States of Biafra. We thank you so very much. We also thank our leader, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, for being where you are today because of us. We thank you for your resoluteness. We thank you for your steadfastness. We thank you for your support. We thank you for standing for the freedom of our people. Just like our own Obatobie, is doing. Fellow Biafrans, I thank you so much for coming today. Let me thank everyone today for your support to this government. Despite the distractions, like somebody have said, without this transition, without this distraction, we may not get to where we're going. So this is part of those things. But what determines our state, what determines how we move forward is the way we handle some of these minor distractions coming from every corner, few corners actually. The way we handle them is what is going to determine how we move in the future. I thank everyone. As you're aware, we just returned from Finland, where we went to declare our independence. Right now, the United States of Biafra is a free and independent nation, even though we are still struggling and trying to protect our territory. We must continue to do that. But like our Prime Minister said, after our declaration, anybody coming to tell you that we are going to perform magic overnight, that means they've not been truly following our leader, His Excellency our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Because our PM has consistently said, the essence of our declaration is to get all the necessary documents we need to start reaching out to international communities, to start reaching out to the world, to get the recognition we need to function as a full-fledged independent nation. That task is on course. Nothing has changed. Nothing has moved. Meanwhile, we continue to use all the other multi-dimensional approach which our Prime Minister has established, which is one self-defense. We must defend our country against external aggressors, like the terrorist state of Nigeria. Our angels will continue to confront the reintegrated terrorists wearing Nigerian military and uniform in our territory. The Monday sit-at-home must continue. We must continue that because that is part of our referendum until our country is fully defended. We are continuing to start using the political aspect and the diplomatic aspect to engage our allies and also our enemies. It is very, very critical and very important that we do that. So everything our Prime Minister has set in place is consistently in motion. Let nobody deceive you or tell you otherwise. Let me start by welcoming the new cabinet of the United States of Biafra. As most of you are aware, we have a new cabinet established by the United States of Biafra. Those that have been following our Prime Minister closely, we know he has publicly and openly declared, once the United States of Biafra is declared, the Brigade Cabinet will be dissolved. That is exactly what we did. We are in line with that order. Nobody can change that order unless the person has another person they are following or another country they are working for. As long as it's the United States of Biafra and Brigade, that order stands and not to be questioned, because there is a reason why our Prime Minister gave that order. And we are following that.
So, my fellow Biafrans, I decided to stop it here because this is a major speech that she made on that very program, reminding every Biafrans that every single step that she is following today is according to the rule and order of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Mazi, I would like to say here with all sincerity that this woman that you see here is following the template as it is, because I also heard even before the Prime Minister was, incarcerated, isolated away from us, kept incommunicado with his, adjutants and so on and cabinet members. He said it. I heard this as well. You see, so there are some people, after she carried out this assignment, very vital assignment gearing towards the management of the United States of Biafra after redeclaration, many people started accusing her of being a Nigerian. Who amongst us wasn't a Nigerian before? Mazichu, tell me, who, unless my daughter that I gave birth to in Ghana, where my father comes from, that is not, if she was born in Nigeria, simply because my mother is a Nigerian, somebody that their land has been invaded in Biafra land, she could also be a Nigerian. So all of us, one way or the other, in one capacity or the other, has served that country before, including the Prime Minister, including those that are accusing this woman today, of relaying information or working with the zoo. What did they not tell Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister? They told us here that he is the agent of Tinubu. He has collected so much money from the Nigerian government to distort the peace in Biafra land, especially in Southeast. Today, the same people you accuse him of working with is the same people now that have make a 360 round 10 to keep him in detention. What sense are these people making? The same thing has started on this particular one. I carried God for Nigerian army. I fought for 18 years. I told you in all my service 18 years, I did not spend 4 Christmases in Nigeria. The rest were in the war front. Unactive. Very to go. It was serious. Who amongst us of that country, or even when you were japaing from Nigeria, which document did you use to japa? How dare you accuse this entity that we served, contributed so much to foster, to introduce or progress in the world, can no longer help us? The same country is called to my mother's ancestral land, right across Biafra land. Our young men and women have been taken away. They are vanishing, our young men and women. They are vanishing them, and the only thing you would do is to come and fight the same people.
Your network is breaking up.
Said a stumbling block for them. What? Can you hear me now?
Your network is breaking up. It's breaking up.
Am I coming out now?
Okay.
Am I okay now? Can I go on?
Okay, go on. Just wrap it up in a minute. You are part of the house, so that we can allow my brother Stanley to speak to us.
Yes, thank you. How dare you begin to accuse her of working with the same entity that all of us ran away from? Look, let me tell you today, where my mother came from, they said that it is only a witch that can point to a witch. It is only a witch or a wizard that can point to a witch or a wizard. Those people that are accusing her of working with
Only a witch can identify a witch easily.
Only a witch will identify a witch. Only a thief will identify a thief. That is how
Very
they put
easy,
it.
brother.
So all of them that are accusing this woman of having one thing or the other doing with the terrorist government that we are fighting, all of us are fighting, they know the people that they are working with or working for. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for that amazing submission. Let's give the mic to my brother Stanley MZ. Go ahead, my brother Stanley. Go ahead and speak to us. Let's hear from you, Stanley.
Yeah, greetings. Thank you, Mr. Choose Survival. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Thank you. You know, one thing, anyone who listens to you, even the COS might have been following you. When this whole problem started after the redeclaration, I listened to your submission. It seems you are on the side of defending the institution, which is very good, you know, but we don't need strong men or strong man, as the case may be. We need strong institution.
Absolutely.
You know, so these people are fighting against the institutions set up by the person they say they are respecting, which is the Prime Minister himself. So the Biafran government is an institution. It's not meant for the Finance Minister, which is an appointee, and the COS is the second in command if the Prime Minister is not there. And the offense she committed is by asking these people to fall in line. You know, I kind of make sure that money you are asking people to come and donate is being accounted for properly. So she, being on the helm of affairs in the absence of the Prime Minister, have to be able to follow up with what is going on at the back door. And they come against her. You know, so it's not done anyway. And I appreciate you guys that stand up to a kind of stand by her and try to make sure that people of Biafra understand what is happening. If you look at the history of Mazen Namdeka, even from Ojukwu, before Biafrans can follow you, you need to be able to convince them that you are selfless. You know, Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, did a lot of exposition before Biafrans were able to be convinced, you know, that they can follow this person. It cannot just come from nowhere because you have access to finance somehow, and they see you in Washington a few days. We don't know what you stand for, and they want Biafrans to follow you. We don't follow that way. We have seen the COS risk her life even in the heat of the time. People are afraid to even show up as Biafrans. She went to South Korea carrying Biafran flag.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's a big sacrifice to go out there and do that. She has been speaking up. She have done few expositions, although not enough, but at the position where the Prime Minister placed her, we should be able to follow the institution of the Biafran government. If they not appoint you as member of the cabinet, it doesn't matter. There are a lot of qualified people everywhere who can fit into
so many.
But I'm not fighting for it. All we need is for Biafra to come, because even as they are holding our Prime Minister, a friend of mine called me yesterday. They just kidnapped his brother. The kidnapping goes on, the killing goes on, and they say he's causing, fomenting those things. But now they're holding him captive, something become worse. You know, so they just want Biafrans to run away from. Every one of us are living in exile. We cannot go back to our village now. If you are looking okay, show your face there, they will kidnap you or they will kill you. You know, so it's not Simon Ekpa causing the insecurity. It's the Nigerian government, the system there. The central government is too kind of concentrated in one part of the country. So the southeastern region is kind of isolated. If you are from the river area, you have a nice seafront or waterfront enough to make you nice kind of condo. But you cannot be able to go there now. You're Fulani herdsmen everywhere there is, you know, insecure. You cannot live comfortably, peacefully there. You know, so I don't see why these guys just come up going into power kind of puzzle without convincing Biafrans, thinking that everybody is going to follow them. Nobody does that. You have to convince us for we to follow. Anybody listening to your channel, you know, knows that you make sense. Tomorrow you can say, yes, that guy is talking sense. Tomorrow, if you want to say, do this, based on that, Simon Ekpa have sacrificed, even when everyone come against him, the DOS, all the cabals, and he stand firm, using his own money and time, sacrifices. And he come this far, and he was able to put up a structure. Nobody can just come and say, okay, listen to me, and people follow him. It's not done. So that's my humble submission. And I would say we should be able to look on individual, not the offenses they commit. Assuming the Pastor Bamba and his group, maybe Simon Ekpa comes out, you people who are the advocates should not advocate for ostracization of them. Just wait if they're coming back. You know, maybe they cannot be in that post, but they're still Biafrans. Welcome them
Absolutely.
back.
You cannot deny anybody his citizenship.
Let the institution, let the constitution serve the purpose. Anybody who offends should be punished according to what is laid out on the structured constitution. Okay? But forgive them, welcome them back if they want to come back, forgive their sins, they are Biafrans. After all, the Pastor Bamba know he strayed before, and he came back and he was welcomed back by Simon. And I like the heart of Simon. A lot of people in this cabinet, some of them were against him in recent past, and they came even give them space. You know, so if he can do that again, it will be very nice than to throw them away final. So that's my submission. You are doing a great job. Just keep it up. Okay. God bless you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Stanley. I appreciate you so much for that submission. Thank you once again. I know we have wonderful people out there. That is why sometimes I'm not moved. The only thing I do is to follow the truth and follow my conscience. And by the special grace of Chukwu Okikabiyama, I have not failed. From the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know, in most cases, I don't front myself. I don't stay in the front stage. I sit back and watch. But from that observation, I see a lot of things. And once I stand. I don't wait for people to decide. I take my decision from backstage and I come up. And by the special grace of God, I have not failed and I will not fail. Just like my brother have said, no, we are all Biafrans and we continue to be. Biafra is a very big nation. Nobody's going to take away your whatever from you. So we have to move on. So let us allow my beloved sister, Linda Tirishu.
No, you have tried. I'm in the kitchen. My bread is getting cold. I just want to come out of.
I may go. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
We are marching forward, hallelujah. In Jesus' name, Biafrans are marching forward, hallelujah. Hallelujah. We are marching forward, hallelujah. In Jesus' name, we are marching forward, hallelujah. We are marching forward. Good morning, my beloved brother, Chick Survivor. David Harbour channel, use your main channel so that people will know you. Leave Chick Survivor. Use your channel. Your channel was mentioned. You are still using your old one. Use your real name so that people can easily find you. My brother Maxwell, it's been a long time. How are you doing? So I just want to chip in certain things. I'm going to make a video today. I was waiting for yesterday to come. Yesterday have given me hope. At least now we have gotten hope to move forward. And I want to appreciate Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the chief of staff. Now, some people, our people, I don't know, they always wait for other people's opinion to form their opinion. If you are not able to speak out the truth, to see the truth, stand on it, you are not a man.
Yeah.
Okay. They said she is, I don't want to reflect on all this, but I want to show you something. Everybody was there. Mazi Simon Ekpa appointed her. What does this show you? Okay, during the declaration of Biafra, you know that the day Biafra was declared wasn't the supposed day. She heard, if she were to be what people are calling her, she would have been working to make sure that Biafra is not declared. But she heard that something is about to go wrong. She took the fastest action to declare Biafra. And yet, you are there calling her Sabo, saying she wants to, I don't know. This woman is learned. She's a strong woman. Even when Mazi Simon Ekpa was restricted, if it were some people or like what people are planning, people are saying about her, she wouldn't have gone. She would have been afraid. They were propagating that if you go to Finland, they will kidnap you. But she went there. She carried them. Nobody even noticed the absence of the prime minister. Look at the convention. Everything was well organized. The only thing that was missing was the presence of prime minister. Everything went so well. This takes wisdom. Can you do that? Scrambling for the post. I heard somebody Somebody said, I don't know if what we want to Finland to declare is Biafra or gossip. It's you that choose to listen to. Yeah, somebody wrote it. I saw it in a video. The person said, I don't think we went to Finland to declare Biafra or declare gossip. You choose
my sister, do you blame the person? You don't blame the person. You don't blame the person that said that.
So another person said, because sometimes it's very, very good to be listening to people's comments. Somebody said Biafra is impossible as long as the Westerners are involved. This is a spirit of a lazy man. This is a spirit of a coward. This is a spirit of somebody that doesn't have sense. Other people that got their independence, how did they get it? Was every country supporting them? For you to achieve something, you have to work so hard. You have to trust yourself, trust your instinct that you can do it.
Yes.
So now, what Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, some people have been calling me, Linda, who do you support? I do not support, I support the truth. Just like in Nigeria, if something happens to, what do you call it, Tinubu, then somebody, the CBA government will come and say, CBA governor will say he's the one. When during Jonathan's season, when Yaradua was sick, was it not Jonathan that was handling the affair? So if you see the truth, you just say it. Stop covering the truth because this is my person. If it is not my person, it cannot take place. What this woman needs from us now is support and courage. And I must confess, she's a very strong woman. What she's doing myself, Linda, I cannot do it. Honestly speaking. This was how Mazi Simon Ekpa started. Mazi Simon Ekpa is a very intelligent, organized man. Very, very intelligent. A lot of things, a lot of people claiming they know him. They don't know him. They don't know anybody that said he knows Simonian Wonyoshi. None of them know him. So I will encourage every Biafra out there to support. And also to our Honorable Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, as you are going now, try also to maintain peace. Maintain peace. If anybody who wronged you, apologize. Just accept it. But you learned your lesson. Let's work together. I said it in one of my videos that the day we, let's say Igbos, unite, the day we decide to agree on one thing, that day we achieve this Biafra. If this Biafra happens to be from Hausa, Yoruba, they would have gotten it. Hausa, Fulani, they work in unity. We need peace to move forward. And some people are saying she's a woman, what can she offer? What can she do? Let's give her opportunity. I strongly believe that she can surprise all of us. What she needs now is support. She's a human being. Sometimes you may say she's a strong word, a woman that the world is not going to. It will. She's a human being. So encourage her, support her, and every one of us will have a role to play. We have a role for a country to be good. We all need to be supportive. You play your role, just like my brother David Habach, and I'm not calling the name there. I'm calling your real platform name. David Habach and my brother Mark. And then Maxwell, you see him in all the platforms. They are trying to push the information, change the negative narrative. This is work. Some people think it's easy to come and sit down and be broadcast. It's not easy. My eyes, I am using glasses now because this thing affects us. So you that is watching, you can also share this program to any platform you belong, even people you know. Share this program. You are doing your own. If you can support in anywhere, you support. If you don't have anything, your word of encouragement is also very, very important. So let's do this. Let me leave you people. Bread, my John, you can bread.
Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you so much. Everyone that is in this platform, she is not new. Linda TV show, you know her platform. And people are asking, when are we going to resume our program in your platform, weekly program? My brother Maxwell is here. We used to have a weekly program in our platform, and I believe that she will activate it again so that we can start that weekly program. People are asking and requesting. Go ahead, my brother Maxwell.
I asked this question to my beautiful Nemoche the other day. You know, I understood where she's coming from. Our small boy will not allow her to do most of those things. You wouldn't want a situation where she is there and you see, you know, our prince is there. Mommy. She will be there, you know. It is not easy. As the boy is now, so go make let her finish with the other one first.
It is well.
Anytime she has time, you can just give us, then all of us will gather, will support her, whatever. Yeah. So that is how we are going. That's my own suggestion, though. But you see, Auntie, the only thing is that we must try, even if it is once in a week.
Yes, I've spoken with
Saturday tonic or Sunday tonic. That will be better, so that we will know we'll come and join you. And you see a lot of our people will come. It is going to add to the dissemination and to pass this information to where it has not gotten to. That is what that's my own. We did it before and it worked. You see a lot of people coming in to join us. And I believe the same thing will happen this time around. We need all hands on deck to do this job.
Yes, my mind is there, like you said. My mind is there, just that I am very busy, but I will try and make that time.
Okay. Thank you so much, my sister.
Okay, I'm leaving you now. I'm leaving you. Gonna happy voting starter bread.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Sorry, I want to greet Linda too. Okay, she has left. It's okay.
It's okay. So, my brother Obieze, it's your turn to speak. Obieze, go ahead and speak to us. Sorry, we kept you. So, go ahead and speak to us, my brother Obieze.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my beloved brother.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Sir.
Am I coming out well?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, my brother choose David Habart. I don't know which one I will call you. Yeah, I greet everybody in on the platform and my big one. Max, I greet you. I come the one name with my brother Jisike. Jisike n'ọlụ na agwọ nọ n'akịrịka mana ụmụ ife nwe mmeri. Ụmụ Biafra nwe mmeri. Anyị emerigo. We need this is a call for celebration. What is really going on now? It's a call for celebration.
Absolutely.
It's a call. I don't know if some of you have watched the video that they released yesterday. Because when the cabinet was having their meeting, they were having their dictator was having his own cabinet meeting. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Something really happened yesterday. That is in yesterday. That is, if you watch their program, if you watch you will see everything. You don't need anybody to explain to you where that man, where the Ogenkere is going. If you watch their program yesterday, it was a pity.
You see, for me, I don't really have that time. I don't really have that time.
No, you don't have time, but we look, right now, my place right now is 3:30 a.m. To tell you, we are watching everybody. We are watching everybody.
That's good. That's good.
We watch all the chat. We are Biafrans. We are Biafrans.
Yes, you're right.
We watch everybody. Whether you are using Biafra to do a caricature, whether you are serious about Biafra, anything you do we watch everything. We watch it. We take everything serious. We are not playing.
Absolutely.
We are not playing. This is not time for play or time for joke. This is time for serious business. We need to be free. We need to be free. Do you know what is freedom? Most of us, we live in the Western world. We need to be free. So if you are thinking we are playing game, oh my God, my brother, I'm above 50 years old. I'm above 50 years old. So anybody that is coming to tell me about Nigeria, I know every damn thing about, at least if I'm not mistaken, from 1983 till date, I know every in and out about Nigeria. Can somebody come and tell me? 1983, Peugeot 504, Peugeot 504, new one was sold 3,000 naira. 3,000 naira.
That's right.
505, Peugeot, new one. Mercedes, new one was sold 23,000 naira. As of 1983, 84, 85. When Buhari overthrew Shagari, January 1984, naira was above dollar. Naira, $1 was 0 point something to naira. $1 as of 1983, stroke 84 January, $1 was 0 point something to naira was bigger than dollar.
That's right.
The Americans that were working in Nigeria, they are telling the American government to pay them in naira because of the exchange rate. But look at where we are today. Look at where we are today. Today, dollar is 1,700 and almost 2,000 to $1. And somebody will come and tell you, oh, pray for Nigeria. Nigeria will get better. Nigeria will get better. So, my brother, this is our time. And thank God, that in-house fighting that the prophecy was talking about, that, oh, leave these people. When they get Biafra, they will go home and kill themselves. That is what is happening right now.
Exactly. We have overcome it. It's over.
That is what is happening right now. And this is the final bus stop. Chukwokika Abiyama have helped us to sweep all the saboteurs out.
Yes.
To sweep them out everywhere. Both the rape, both the admins, all of them. You see all of them coming out. All the saboteurs. Those that have been pulling this government down.
Absolutely.
So my brother, choose. Maybe you haven't watched that video. If I have your this, maybe I will send you that video, but I don't have your phone contact. What happened yesterday? I am here, please. I want to name my brother. Am I coming out?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. We can hear you.
Yeah, I have a mother. My mother is still alive. And I have my wife, my beautiful wife. I love her so much.
Yeah.
So I'm here on behalf of the Biafran women to apologize on their behalf to what Oge said against them yesterday.
Wow. That's very serious.
I'm here to apologize on their behalf.
From the way you are talking, it's a very serious issue.
Yeah, it's very, very important. I really stand with the Biafran women. They are strong women. No women in this world, no woman in this world, no man can challenge Biafran women. It's not possible. When Biafran women wake up, stand up. No, even if it's like, let them go and bring a King George or which person that they will, nobody will stand them. So this is their time. I really raise my hand up for them.
Thank you so
and
much.
apologize on their behalf to what Ogen Kere said to them yesterday. It's very, very important. If you are listening to my voice, go and watch that program. The program, like I said, maybe 1 hour plus. Just go and watch that program. Then you will decide for yourself. You don't need anybody to preach to you. You don't need anybody to preach to you where Ogen Kere is going. My people, this is very simple. This is a very simple mathematics. We are not children in a government, Biafrans, in a government, chief of staff is in charge of day-to-day activity of the government. Day-to-day activity of the government is the duty of chief of staff. Every cabinet member is a staff, and every cabinet member is under the chief of staff. If the president wants to dissolve all the cabinet, the president will just send a message to the chief of staff. And all the whole cabinet members, you submit your file to the chief of staff. It's only the president have right to sack the chief of staff. But every cabinet member is under the chief of staff. That's why she is the chief of staff.
It has a simple explanation. That is why we
yeah, but Ogen Kelly doesn't have it in his brain.
He knows. It's not that he doesn't know.
Maybe he doesn't know because in the Bible said, "Onwuje egbu nwa nkịta, oje ekwe ya n'ushish." Onwuje egbu nwa nkịta, oje ekwe ya n'ushish.
Mana nwa nkịta, mana nwa nkịta mana onwu.
Yeah, but when that date want to kill him, he will not allow him to smell the shit that is on the road. Yeah, because here, my brother, here the spiritual. This thing that is happening now is spiritual. It's spiritual. I'm all these things. We see a lot of things.
Thank you
believe
so
you me.
Thank you so much for that amazing contribution. I appreciate you, and every one of us, we have to remain on the mood of celebration.
He's not done. He's not done.
Huh?
He's not done.
Yeah. Am I coming out?
Yes.
Okay, you're coming out. Just run it up in a minute so that.
Let me round up. I'm almost done.
Go ahead.
So, my brother, I thank every Biafrans. This is the time for all of us to stand up. Don't worry yourself about the finance, about the website. Just follow what the government says. Our money is not, it will take time. We will get back our money. We will get back our money. It will not take time. So anything they like, let them do. Anybody that is supporting, let the person support him. But when the time reach, we will not forgive and we will not forget. We will never. This time around, this is not IPOB. This is not Mazen Nandekan or Masob. We will not. This account is in America. This account is in America. It happened to one organization. I said this yesterday in the cabinet. I made the suggestion. Yeah. One organization with experience. One organization, they have 5 signatories to the account. And inside the 5, 2 collide together, went and forged the other 2 accounts, their signature, making it 4 signatories. They went to the bank and withdrew their money without the organization knowing what is going on. And when the organization asked them what is going on, they said, you guys should go to hell. You cannot do anything. It's a very simple mathematics. The organization takes them to court. Because in America, the law, this is the land of law. The organization takes them to court. And when they went to court, those guys, they regretted what they did. They paid double with interest. Because this thing they are doing us right now, they are making us to bleed blood. We are losing money. We are losing men. They have to pay interest and all the values that are attached to it. They will pay it double. So anybody that is supporting them, let the person be ready. Let the person be ready to face what is going to come. So my brother, let me stop here so other people can add their own thing. I'm still here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have spoken well, and I bet you that the government of Biafra is on top of the game. I have no fear whatsoever. Our Chief of Justice, the Secretary to Justice spoke yesterday, and I'm going to play her video also because it's very important to enlighten people also. I'm going to play her video for us to be enlightened also. So every one of us, we have to stand up and do what we have to do, and we continue to hold on to the real thing. And I'm so glad that Biafrans are in tune and are listening and paying attention. So let us hear from my brother Oba. Oba, take your time and speak to us. Use your 2-3 minutes and make it brief so that everyone will now talk and we can equally go around and host it the way we always do. Go ahead, my brother Oba. Go ahead and speak. Oba, unmute yourself.
Good morning, dear friends. I greet each and every one of you, and I want to appreciate every one of us who have been contributing positively towards this Biafran restoration. I thank each and every one of us, and I say may Chukwu Kabiyama bless all of us in the name of Jesus. What I want to put now is I want to correct one of our brothers who spoke the other time, said that we should forgive those people who misbehave. So what I want to add there is that there will be no forgiveness to anybody who betrays this struggle with even a dime, with even 5 naira, because this is not a family meeting. This is a nation. And everybody has been struggling to put this nation in order to restore this nation for the hope of the hopeless. So somebody will have a criminal mind to betray us or to squander our money anyhow, not that he mistakenly did it. Now, this person is saying that we should give them a second chance. No, we cannot give anybody a second chance. Even if I happen to be the one that betrayed this struggle, nobody should give me a second chance. This is a government that is a kingdom of God that is to be restored. So anybody that is not whiter than white will never join us, will never follow us. That was the reason why Mazin can say, if you want to follow this struggle, join this struggle, you must be whiter than white. So once you have that criminal intention to betray our struggle, very soon you must be fished out, and there will not be forgiveness, and there will also be punishment for that. So I want to encourage each and every one of us, let everybody follow this struggle genuinely, because this is a restoration of the hope of the people of God. And somebody will have bad intention when others are contributing, they are doing anyhow with it. Now somebody will tell me that we should forgive them. We can never forgive them. Even Mazin Nnamdi Kanu will never forgive, even if the person is his own blood brother that betrayed this struggle. He will never forgive that person. So Biafra can never forgive anybody. Demon can never be forgiven, because demon can never turn to an angel. It is never done and it can never be done. So I thank you, Biafrans, and I thank you once more. Whatever we have been doing, may God continue to bless us and strengthen us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You have spoken well, and I want to chip in something from your comment that you just made. The person you are referring to that spoke before spoke very well and eloquently, and if you listen very carefully, he went further to make a suggestion. Every one of us have our opinion. He also recognized that there are people in power. And what I have in mind that is sometimes we need to listen and keep our minds open to every information that is coming. We don't have to keep enmity within ourselves. We don't have to fight each other. Remember, we have a constitution. And we are not going to build a jungle. The most important thing that we have a constitution. Every offense you commit, it is a question of opening the constitution. Even me that is here, if I have vowed in any way, I will face the full wrath of the law. But we don't have to take laws into our hand. And that is so also on that same part we are talking about not forgiving. Forgiveness is not in our hand. But I believe that what our brother was saying is that we should not begin to create enmity, a personal enmity with somebody or fighting somebody, being personal. No. The decision of who comes in and who comes out is in the hand of the government that has been in place, that you and I put in place. But where every one of us has our power is on the constitution. All these things you are seeing today, all this sabo, that, it is in the constitution. It's just open the page, read it for you. You present your lawyer. When the justice system said that you are guilty, you will face the full wrath of the law. If you are not guilty, you go home. So it's a simple thing. So let us keep a clean slate of our mind. Don't make it personal. Don't fight anybody. Don't attack anybody. We have the law. I keep you record. As we are talking now, people are keeping record of everything we are saying here. Our Prime Minister Samuel Ekpa is watching you as you're here. You think that some of us don't know that he's seen everything that's happening. He's seen everything that's happening. Record is being kept. Internet never forgets. Anybody that goes against Biafra, when the time comes, when we are on the ground, we don't want to slate for the person. It might take years. It might take how long, no matter how long it takes. But let us not take laws into our hand and let us not fight each other. Let us just remain on that path of focusing our eye on the rising sun. Put your eyes on the rising sun and nothing on the planet Earth to make us look back. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. You have spoken wonderfully well. And every one of us, we are on the same page. If you want to slow us down, we don't have to deal with those people. You know our Prime Minister. That is why some certain things as our Prime Minister, he said, when you fall out, you fall out. Once you fall out, you fall out. We continue. There was a time our Prime Minister said that any angle you know you will follow it. If you say I'm not doing it well, no problem. You are the one doing it well. when we get to Biafran land, the law of the land will decide who is on the right path. If the law say have violated the law in one way or the other, I will face the fallout of the law. If it's the other person, they will face the fallout of the law. That is why for every single action you take, don't say Mr. Obi or Mr. OK came ready to do it. You must take responsibility for your actions. Be careful what you say, what you do, and the path you choose to follow. Whatever path you choose to follow,
Master, somebody mic is making noise. I don't know. Somebody mic is open.
Whose mic is that? Let me mute. Please, everybody should mute his mic. Coach Chooks, go on and speak to us. Let's hear from you. Let's make it brief, 2 minutes, so that we can go around. My brother Maxwell, I'm here with you. We are hosting it. So if there's any place you have to make a contribution, you just raise your hand and then we can move it on. Coach Chooks, go on. Speak to us.
Good morning, Biafrans.
Good morning. You're welcome, my brother.
My voice is coming out.
We are hearing you. Make it louder if you can.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
What I wanted to contribute is this. These people, they thought, are they thinking that Biafrans are food? Because if you reach in a football match, if they mistakenly give a coach yellow card or a red card, is the second coach is going to take over? Does it mean that if the second coach wanted to do some changes, you will just say no? Since coach is not around, he will not going to come out of that field. It's something that is possible. Is not, let me just say, is even possible. It's under most. Once a coach or a second coach want to make any change in a football match, the person must obey that order, because that order has been there before you even enter that club. And at the same time, what these people are saying about our women yesterday, I didn't even expect it from them. Is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said before. He said once mothers raise up in this struggle, we should just have assurance that Biafra is here. And that is what is playing out now. That very time that Mazi Simon Ekpa, which is our prime minister, mentioned that woman as a CSO, I know that yes, Biafra have come to stay. And that is what is playing out now. That is my contribution. And I pray that God will continue to direct our ways. Even the COS is also a woman and is a human being. God will continue to direct his step in the right path.
You see? Thank you. Go ahead, Max. Go ahead, bro, Max. Go ahead. After
Mazi Chooks, the speaker before this, my brother that spoke now, I must tell you that I pray for the blessings, of God to my enemies. But look, let me tell you, the enemy that is doing something that is costing my life, or something that is going to cost my life, or something that is already causing the loss of life of my cousins in Biafra land, I will not have pity on you. In the military, that is how we call it. That is the worst act of sabotage. We call it act of cowardice. They sent us in a war front to go and fight. Let's say we are the smallest fighting unit in infantry, called a section of 10 people, commanded by a corporal and a lance corporal, second in command. And you are facing an enemy. 10 of you probably have 10 rifles with 1 GPMG support weapon. They call it section support weapon. Then you have, let's say, 20 rounds of ammunition given to you to face your enemy, and extra, let's say, a bandolier of about 120 bullets in it. Then we engage the enemy. Then you decide to run away with your own weapon and the rest of the munitions and the one that you are mounted that they gave to you. You are reducing our firepower. You are exposing our life to death. you will be shot dead unless the constitution says otherwise. For me, you will be shot, you will be fired. You will be seriously dealt with. Mazichuk, do you know the implication of you carrying your weapons and running away, leaving your brothers there? You have shortened their manpower and you have shortened the level, the volume of fire that is expected to face your enemy. You have reduced their power. Right there, you will be killed. You will be fired. That is how it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that very enlightenment. Thank you. That's why you're here. Thank you so much. Chusky, are you there? Go ahead and talk to us. Chusky. Unmute yourself.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Am I coming out? Okay.
Yeah, you're coming out.
I want to thank each and every one of us here in this platform. Mazi Chus, well done. And the other Biafrans here in this platform, may Chukwu Kiagmabe continue to strengthen us. Like so yesterday, there was a voice I sent to you in your distance. I don't know whether you yesterday. I was in the program of Pastor Van those four guys and our ex-minister of finance. So they were saying something so sensitive when some Biafrans that doesn't know the truth hears it. You know, they were saying something like that they are the people funding our men on ground. That since they have been sent out of the cabinet, listen, that how they are looking forward to seeing how men of ground will be funded. So when they say it, I was somehow scared, because I know that one of our key factors in this struggle is our men on ground. So if they are not well taken care of, that we are giving room to infiltrators and sabotage. So I would like us to know that what they are thinking is wrong. Then secondly, an accusation of the minister to our COS is that he always mute him in programs and not allowing him to say his mind. So, but yesterday program taught me a big lesson. I was watching what is happening. Let me see when our CSO will be muting for somebody and not even allowing them to. I didn't even witness it. Even when the time is, she still extended the time again. So I now started saying that these people never meant well for Biafra. So they never meant well. So we have to continue to educate Biafrans who don't really know what is happening, that we are now a government. We are no longer a government in exile. We are full Biafran government now. Biafra has been restored fully. So, and everything we are doing is based on our constitution. So
network.
Nigeria blood inside them, because the whole world is watching. They are still having Nigerian blood, and they thank God who has given this point in time to review who they are, so that we'll start now to fish out those that is against this struggle, and why the serious ones are serious-minded people. Then they also, like, according to what I had them saying too, they are calling on Biafrans that they are going to have a fundraising on this Saturday, that the Biafrans should use the same account of that ex-minister, that is no longer, that we should ignore every other this thing. I was laughing at them. So I'm not asking myself, is these people after money, or is it after Biafra? Are they really thinking about making Biafra a reality in our homeland, or they are looking something that will enter into our pocket? So I want to tell other Biafrans that they should not panic. So by the time they continue to mess up, time shall come, they will give account of whatever dime that is in their custody. So like the other man who told us about people that forged signatory and they were taken to court. Like I when I listened to our COS yesterday, I was so happy when she said, I am not accusing anybody of embezzling our money, but what I said was they refuse us access to the money. At least Biafra should bear witness, because these people will come out. People, they will come out tomorrow and say that she said that she has eaten the money. They will bring another allegation. So, fellow Biafrans, this time around is a period of trial and temptation. Our enemies are looking at how united we are going to be in this struggle. Even our men on ground, I thank God they are not even being moved with what is happening politically, because if they started to be biased, Kasala don't boss. So, but I know they are not going to be. So we have to be giving them talking. That is every impressive words to be given to them. I trust you, Mazichus. I know what you can do. In fact, I enjoy every of your program, and I know Biafrans. Anytime you are starting a program, I am encouraging Biafrans to always listen to those Mazina Dokalo's word, Simon Ekpa's word before they enter into that program rail, because those things are a big lesson to continue to strengthen all of us in this struggle until our own land. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot. I appreciate you for that amazing contribution. I appreciate you, and you have just nailed it. Yesterday was a very busy day, and I think I wasn't able to listen to that very voice, but I will go back and listen. But from the things you just said now, I think I have to touch some of the issues that you just mentioned. When you come on the issue of the men on the ground, I want to remind every Biafran that we have the Minister of Defense. Mute yourself. Mute yourself. I want everyone to know that we have a Minister of Defense. You see, since this issue started, I don't want to come and begin to narrate somebody or narrate this or narrate that. And everything I'm telling you here, I attend every cabinet meeting. Though sometimes I'm absent. Sometimes because of the time frame or time difference, like yesterday, I did not sleep throughout the whole night until by my own time, the program ended by my own time, I think around 7:30 a.m. From 3 a.m. by my own time to 7:30 a.m. I didn't sleep. So most of the time when the meeting collide like that, I can't be able to follow it up to the end, or I don't even attend. But in most meetings of the cabinet, I'm always there and I listen. And the only thing I'm going to tell you now that when it comes to the men on the ground, when it comes to people are very fond of using these men on the ground as a propaganda. Men on the ground as a propaganda. But I tell you, ask yourself, the men on the ground, who are they working for? They are working for the United States of Biafra. This is a government, not an individual. If the government even if Master Simon will give you an assignment through the office of the Prime Minister, if the office of the Prime Minister gives you an assignment, you can go for the assignment. Tomorrow they can give somebody the same assignment. If you're working on that assignment today, tomorrow you might not be there. And I bet you, these men on the ground, these people who are claiming to know them don't know anything about it. We have the Minister of Defense. Are you telling me that Mazi Simon Ekpa is so ignorant not to know the duty of the Minister of Defense? Is it because you are in a fundraising, raising money as the finance minister? What has that done to do with the finance minister and the men on the ground? But they will always try to use this to catch the mind of the Biafran because they know that we are so concerned about them. And I want to tell everybody watching this platform today that this man on the ground is the number one concern of the COS. It is because of their complaint that COS was wondering, why is it that Biafrans are making donation and yet our people don't have enough thing that they need? And she called the attention of the finance minister. Does it mean we don't have money? And he refused to make an account or to tell her what is there and what. That is even the genesis of it. But I can bet you that these men on the ground, the funding of the men on the ground, there is nothing shaking. The major accounts that is owned by this government is New Dimension account. And the person that's in charge of that account is the COS, the New Dimension. That is where the major donations are being given. That is where huge money, the main pillars of this very organization, that is where they are. And they support. They support, hopefully. Whatever these men need, the Minister of Defense is there. They reach out to him. They don't have any problem. And you see, it is so sad. If you had our COS yesterday, she lamented for them dragging those people into this matter. This issue has nothing to do with them. For you to drag the men on the ground into political issue or into your, it is foolishness, and it is a disservice. They want to instead of begin to call their name one by one, begin to drag them, even bring in a voice note. No sensible person will do that. These people are working under the government of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, under the government that you and I established. They are under the office of the Prime Minister, and the office of the Prime Minister delegate duty to anybody they want to delegate duty to. As we speak now, they are not lacking. They are fighting in the front as we speak, facing the enemy squarely. They are not lacking. And the reason why they hijack the account and refuse to release that account is because they want to staff the office of our COS. When they staff the office, now they begin to complain that the men on the ground are not being served well. Now you can understand why he has refused to account. You refuse to make an account so that the COS will know how to be able to provide for these people. Because already they claim to be lacking. They are complaining to the COS already. You were caught, you didn't come. Now you come online and begin to use that same people as a blackmail. It is so sad. And that is stupid. And there is one other thing that has happened. Every one of you should go back. I was trying to bring it up now, but I couldn't be able to bring it. Go back and check that website. They have touched that website. The only people that have the authority to touch that website is the government of Biafra. But they have touched it and added something else at the end of it. They put tax. So whatever they are doing, the government is in charge. And we are going to face them legally. The office of the Prime Minister, the government of Biafra, we face them legally. Let nobody fear. The only thing you can do today, if you care about the men on the ground, understand that we have a Minister of Defense. Understand that first. And the Minister of Defense is working under the United States of Biafra. If you want to put your money where it is going to work for you in New Dimension. We are having a fundraising tomorrow. On that fundraising, come there and donate your penny, your kobo. Put it where the men on the ground will get it. And it will work for you. If you decide to go along with people who are busy pushing propaganda and dragging men on the ground in the street, you are not doing yourself a good service. Thank you so much. And let me allow my beloved brother Maxwell to go in and speak for us. Speak, my brother Maxwell. Go ahead.
You see, what really happened here, I think it is time for us to call it what it is. From where I'm coming from, this is a coup against the government. It's a coup against the government. And it's treasonable. See, the only minister that is in charge, that even if not because of how sensitive the situation is right now, the only person that is allowed to know the defense, the people, let me just say, the officers on the ground, is the defense minister. Minister for Defense is the only person saddled with the responsibility of defending the territorial integrity of the Biafra land. The reason why finance comes in is for support and financing every project, paying them, releasing money to buy one or two things for them. That is the only job the finance is doing. Finance has nothing to do with the security architecture of the
nothing whatsoever. Nothing.
Not at all. Because he should have been, but because of the sensitive nature and the time we are, if we have fully, a nation, We don't care. But this time, we do not know who is who.
Yes.
Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, does not know who is who. I don't trust me. You are okay that is sitting here. Don't trust me. I will not trust you, Mazi Chuks. I won't trust any other person, but I will only trust Chukwu Kikapiama that has brought us together under one. And one thing you people should not be afraid of is this. As long as what we are fighting is a spiritual war that Chukwu Kikapiama, the struggle that Chukwu Kikapiama has promised us that this is what we are going to get. Anybody that comes with the carnal nature of it will fail. Watch and see how they are going to go down. Just watch and see. From now till maybe next month or thereabout, see how they are going to go. See what is going to be their fate. Then you will know that it is the Okene that is talking. I am telling you the truth. Like I always say, what we are fighting is spiritual. Biafra is spiritual. Anybody that is bringing carnal or flesh to it will never succeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, you will be exposed. They have been exposed. So let's continue with what we are doing. God, Akachuku, Dinimai, Neme, Ndewunda.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. You have spoken very well as always. Thank you so much for that submission. And as every Biafran that is watching and within, I want you to understand that you must not derail. Don't bother yourself or worry yourself about what is happening today. The only thing you have to do is to follow the voice of reason. Follow the voice of reason. There is a constituted authority already on what to do and what not to do. Just like the outing yesterday brought to an end to all the attack, all the lies and propaganda against the government of Biafra. Just like people have already seen that it's a coup against your own government. Some of you think it's about Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. It is not about her. It is not about Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I've always said that we have to defend the institution. That is what we have to defend. Today we have to defend Biafra. Every eyes must be on the rising sun. You ask yourself, why this very battle? Ask yourself, why must some of the things they are explaining today on social media is something they would have talked inside. Maybe somebody is going to listen. Every single thing they are shouting on social media were things that were supposed to be discussed in-house. But at every step and procedure that was taken to talk to them, some people, for one reason or the other, refused to listen, refused to pay attention. And none of them denied that we are consulted. And people who were claiming that nobody allowed them to speak. As I said, I have been in most of the cabinet meeting. I was there. I was watching. I know how things are done.
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yeah, to help you out, you don't need to say too much. I say, so, let all of us go and watch that program yesterday. What Ogen Kere said is that he sent delegate to invite the chief of staff to come to him, not him going to chief of staff. She's a woman. That she's a woman. That's why I apologize for the women. She said so many things. You just go and watch. Once you watch that program yesterday, you just make up your mind. Even if you're against the chief of staff, you just make up your mind where he's going. It's very simple. He already he said nobody, no cabinet that finances all and all, nobody, that the chief of staff don't have any right to invite him to a meeting. Look at so.
Really?
I said go and watch that program yesterday.
Really?
Go and watch it. Even sometimes there's a time all of them, somebody knock at the door somewhere. All of them just disappeared. Maybe they think police wanted to arrest him. When he was speaking, just watch the video from beginning to the end. It was interesting.
Because of this very thing that you are saying, I need to go and watch it and see it for myself.
I say all Biafran, I didn't say only you. Every Biafran should just go and watch the program. Maybe tomorrow we will be back here. Then everybody will just say what is his opinion.
Thank you so much for that very addition. Thank you so much. It is important. You know, sometimes it's good to always watch all those things so that you can be able to make up. That is why I don't encourage people to continue to go or don't saga anybody. All you need to do, pay attention. Just like my brother said, once you listen to people, you will always know the truth. Except you yourself, you're not truthful. Except you yourself, you're not truthful. Truth is not. It's not difficult to find the truth. It's not difficult to find the truth. If you have a pure heart, it only becomes difficult when your heart is not pure. When you yourself, you're not pure. If you're not pure, you can't find the truth. But if you approach issue with a very open and clean heart, it will not be difficult for you to find the truth. So my fellow Biafrans, the beautiful thing today is that we are in the United States of Biafra marching forward, and there is no going back. And I thank God that Biafrans are moving on, pursuing the recognition, which is where we are supposed to be today, to make sure we are being recognized and things are being done on different angles. And I'm going to play the video again I played yesterday about the countries that recognize Biafra, that we are supposed to go back to them and win their heart again, because none of them took back the recognition. And we are still going to stand on that to continue to pursue our recognition, to be recognized. Before we go there, let's hear from our brother Freeman. Go ahead and speak to us. Freeman, you're welcome. Go ahead and speak to us, Freeman.
Yeah, good morning, good Biafrans. Good morning, true survivor. Good morning, Awugoyi. I greet you all. Yes, like as we are saying, you know, everything is coming in control. I can assure you that if it's Mazinamnikal, everything is coming in control. And what happened yesterday on a bridge cabinet meeting yesterday was amazing, you know, and a lot of people we were expecting to see that happened, to see COS came live to address the whole Biafrans after all those blah 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 happened. And the quantity or the quality of people we saw yesterday gave Biafrans morale to know that yes, the government is working. Yes, we saw everything that happened. And yesterday too, we really saw what happened over the other side. You know, it was a shame, because while on COS, while I'm seeing almost 1.3K, the other side I was seeing only 15 watching. You know, it was fully ashamed. But I really thank Biafrans the way they gathered yesterday to listen to our COS and ask some important question. And she really gave us the answer. And that really gave us hope that yes, we are moving forward. And I thank every one of you, especially Chooks and 247 and others who calm down and keep pushing this slowly and gently, you know. Biafra following you, not the way you, not your your action or whatever, but at least when we see the goodness from you, when we hear the truth from you, I mean, we stick and listen. If they are thinking that they have followers in their platform or whatever, it is we that normally come there and listen, used to boom that station. It's we that normally tip like, that make their platform to grow. So as soon as we are dropping, their platform is dropping too. So asina ndi Igbo sina anaghị ahụ ebe a na-eti bịarie gawa ebe a na-arụ agwụ. So asina ọnwara asụ ya sụọ n'ikwe, onye ga-amakwa na asụ ya sụọ n'ala. But one thing we promise them is this: we will not make Biafra fall. This struggling, this suffering of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister, we can't talk with it. Never. We will support COS and we will support the government of Biafra. What we need now is to support the government to keep pushing Biafran struggle. I mean, to make our nation great, because now we are a nation. How to boom our economy? I mean, at least we had all what the minister said yesterday, and that is how we are going to work with. I urge everybody to come to fundraising tomorrow to make to do what we know how to do what we have been doing. That is our priority now. And I would like us to just forget all those guys, that any attack from them or giving them anything, we will just, as soon as we forget them, they will die silent.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Biafrans. Thank you, Chicks.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. You have just spoken about, you have just said it, you nailed it finally. Anything we don't talk about, it will not survive. The more we are talking about it, we are giving them fuel. So just forget, pretend as if they don't exist while we move ahead. The fundraising is going to come up tomorrow. We are going to share the flyers. Once I finish my program, the flyers they should be already out. I will share it, and the links will be shared in all our platform. And if you don't belong in any of our platform, make sure you belong. If you're not in any of the platform, you make sure I can give down my number. I will put down my number now, take down my number so that you can reach out to me, so that I can add you on a platform where we'll be getting updates regularly. Whatever information that comes, any flyer that we share or information, you can also, most importantly, follow the government platform, the government Twitter handle. Follow it.
Yeah, the link is already on the chief of staff or this in the link to the
exactly. Follow the chief of staff on X.
Don't go and get fake one. The link is already there on her Twitter page.
Absolutely. Just go to the platform of our COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. You are going to see every single information that you need, so that you wouldn't say you were deceived. So let me try and see if I can be able to flash our own platform, so that people will not get confused or make a mistake or say that we are not informed. So if you are not following our X platform, make sure you go and follow on that X platform, because it will do you better to get the direct information. This is the platform of the government, United States of Biafra government platform on X. This is it. Verified account. You must look at it and see it is verified account. Anything you see here is from the government of Biafra. This is the program that conducted yesterday. Everything you see here is from the government of Biafra. Every information you see here, every update that you see here is from the government. Try and follow it. If you are following this place, there is no reason why you will say you were deceived, or you don't know where we are going, you don't know what is happening. If you are following here, another platform you must follow is our Chief of Staff and Deputy Prime Minister. Look at our platform. Ngozi Orabueze, Chief of Staff, Briggy. You will see it verified account, verified. It is verified. Anyone you are following, make sure it is the verified account. United States of Biafra, verified. Ngozi Orabueze, verified. You will see updates. She is sending updates at all time. Update is there. Look at the update for the fundraising. It is already there, the fundraising. The fundraising there is already there. All you need to do is 7 p.m. Biafran time. You click the link and you will be on that fundraising. New Dimension mandate, that is where every payment is being made. New Dimension, that is where every single thing is going, so that the men on the ground will get what they have to get. The men on the ground are working for the United States of Biafra. They are not working for an individual. You should stop exalting an individual. That is why most of the time, I even quit using people's name. I talk about the office of the Prime Minister. Every one of us must be loyal to that office of the Prime Minister. And there is somebody in charge. That if you don't understand, that is the way to understand these things. That is the way to understand it. There is an office you must protect. The office of the Prime Minister. It is you that put that office, not me. Every one of us come together and put it. Whoever comes there, man, woman, child, old, young, poor or rich, we must support it. Make sure you follow this platform. It is very, very important, so that you wouldn't say you did not hear, or you were deceived, or you were not told. Before we go on, I want to play a video from the yesterday program, the response that was given by the Secretary of Justice. I want to give, because of the argument that we are pushing forward and confusing a lot of people about their charter said and charter did not say, charter this and charter that. The question was also asked yesterday, and the chief of the Secretary of Justice was able to talk about it, and let us try to listen to it, to elaborate more on it and see the response that was given, because so many people That was what they were holding. When they hold the fundraising, it didn't work for them. The whole men on the ground, it didn't work for them. They came and chatted. The charter yesterday have been disseminated. Today now they will come with a different one. Or let us wait and see what they're going to come out, either abusing people or not. So let us listen to what the Secretary for Justice said yesterday.
So much. Wow, what a turnout. It's such an honor to be here. Welcome to everybody. Our Honorable COS and Deputy Prime Minister, thank you. Also sending thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister Ngozi Ekpa and every cabinet and secretary here today and all our distinguished guests. You are all very welcome. My name is Jane Iwunze, and I'm honored to be the Secretary of Justice for our amazing United States of Biafra. Just briefly, as I don't have too much time today, I just want to emphasize how in the Department of Justice, we will be committed to integrity, to honesty, and to transparency. And I really just want to highlight these values because I believe it will set us apart, and it will be the defining factor of the difference between our Department of Justice and others in Africa and in the world. I also want to use this opportunity to call upon well-meaning Biafrans, both at home and abroad, who are interested in serving this nation, to reach out. We will be needed. If we all put our minds together, put our visions in line, we can build a just and equitable and accessible system. So I think information will be made available as to where to send your applications, but in calling, and don't be no matter the age, don't be afraid. Expertise, as long as the passion and interest is there, if you can send through application, obviously there will be a screening process, but yeah, just wanting to use this opportunity to call out as we build this Department of Justice. And I'm very excited for what the future holds. I'm excited to be a part of what will be one of the greatest nations. So yes, that's me. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Honorable COS and all members of Cabinet.
Yeah, thank you so much, Attorney Jane. And I know that, again, I've put up Biafrans that are interested in the position she's offered. You can send your application to the Chief of Staff at biafrarepublic.gov.org. I've posted it on the chat section. And once we get that, it's going to go to the appropriate department, who is going to screen, which is the Department of Labor and Productivity, headed by the Secretary Ulo Wona for screening. And I know, Attorney Jane, before you leave, I know a lot of people who have been distracting this government has been trying to quote the charter, page 26, 27, something to that effect. I know that these are individuals that never even know where we started or how we've been going, but for all of a sudden, everybody's talking about charter. I know that that particular area of our charter talked about the establishment of the government structures 4 years after we get to Homeland. If you want to take just 1 minute to expatiate on that particular aspect, so that that will put to rest some of these individuals who, I'm not going to say they are confused or they know what they're saying, but they just want to bring that aspect to just be a little distraction to what we're doing at this point. Thank you so much, Attorney Jane.
Thank you. Yes, there's not too much to say about it if we have been following what our COS has been saying. It does, in terms of the charter, we do have to understand that this process of restoration, redeclaration, and then this deliberation, it comes in stages. And the stage that we are in now, we are still operating with the cabinet that we have is still operating based on how it was selected, how our Prime Minister Ngozi Ekpa called it to be beforehand. When we get to that stage of, like our COS has said, when we get to that stage of liberation, then that term, that 4 years, the election process can begin. At this stage, we are able to make changes within cabinet. We are able to, if things aren't going right, especially it's hard to speak to when a lot of people don't know what is happening in the background. So changes can be made to ensure that the cabinet is, on the right track. And there's no wrong in the changes that have been made at this stage. I think perhaps there were questions around terminology that may have been used maybe at the convention, but rest assured that the changes that are made are still in line with how we are operating as we are in exile as a nation. So at this stage, I think there's no need to look at what will be the next stage after, the Biafra, after we occupy fully territory, our territory and homeland, but as long as what we're doing here in exile is concerned, if changes that needed to be made within cabinet, it is, really just at the discretion of our Prime Minister, and he's given his authority to a COS DPM at this stage, and that's who we are following, and that's how it's said. So I don't think there's too much more to be said on this, but everything is happening in stages, and I don't know if, that's the best I can, speak to.
Yeah, thank you so much for that clarification. And I think it's very, very obvious that, again, like I told everyone, there's a template that we are following. That template was set by our Prime Minister. There's no amount of noise making that will tamper or shake or move that template. If anybody thinks there's another way they think they want to interpret what the Prime Minister has told us to do, then obviously that person does not even belong to this government to start with. And we will continue to maintain that template. Thank you so much, Attorney Jen. So let's quickly, Benny, if you can round up, please. So much.
Yeah, I think we have listened to the Secretary of Justice. She has just explained certain things. When people were crying about charter or charter war, she made it clear that the structure we are following is the structure that was put in place by the Prime Minister, Ngozi Ekpa. Whatever you are reading on the charter is something that has to take a process, and it is stage by stage and process by process. We have not gotten to the stage where you begin to implement such a thing until when we get on the ground, when we have to get to on the ground to do things we have to do, then we have to begin to talk about transition that have to take a week, a month, a year, or whatever. But as it stands today, the structure you have to follow is the structure that is being put in place by the Prime Minister, and he has the power to make changes where necessary at any point in time. And today, under the command of the COS, as given by the Prime Minister, whatever is being done is not wrong. It is the right thing to do. So even though before now I have always known, and most of us know, that all those things were just a distraction. It was just a distraction. That wasn't the main purpose. There is a motive behind all those things they are picking out. When you clear this one, they bring another one. When you clear this one, they bring another one. One accusation or the other, just to tarnish the image or to destroy the office or satisfy their own selfish interest. But I thank God that all those things have been put to rest. As we are today, we are moving forward. Yesterday on that program, you saw the attorney of the government. If there is nothing you see yesterday, you saw the attorney of the government speak. That alone should let you know where the legitimacy lies. The government of Biafra is not, just like somebody said on this very platform, that it is not a child's play anymore. Master Simon also said that if you think that the restoration of Biafra is a child's play before, it is no longer a child's play. Every single thing today is documented and legalized. And remember one of the messages of the Prime Minister, he said that the convention is going to help us to generate documents. The convention will help the government of Biafra to generate documents to back up every single thing they are going to do. And those documents have been generated. You saw alliances that were signed. The declaration was made. And on the program yesterday, you saw the legal advisor of the government. You saw him, which you have seen in most of our programs. You have seen him. He was in program yesterday. So if you are one of those who is still confused where to be and where not to be, I am sorry, we can't help you. You can wait until thy kingdom come. Whenever you wake up, you can join us. As we said before, we are moving forward into Biafra, and there's no going back. The most important thing today is to continue to pursue recognition and defend Biafra land. Biafra has not been fully restored on the ground. To restore Biafra on the ground is going to take much more effort than before. Every one of us have to stand up. If you are making a contribution of $1 before, you have to step it up to $2. Whatever you are doing before, you must have to double it now, because the men on the ground, they are going to face much more responsibility than they have ever faced before. And so many of us are on social media, you can see what is happening. So many of our towns and cities have been deserted. The zoo is coming with their attack against our people. And as you know, they cannot go against our army. Our army is invisible before the enemy. They are very much invisible. But what of our innocent ones? The innocent ones must be protected. The children and mothers and young ones and women, they must be protected. And those are where they are focusing their attention. You can see videos that are coming on social media where they are bombing the house of Biafrans, where they are attacking the innocent Biafrans on the street, and the innocent Biafrans' home being destroyed. And when you see where they are throwing that bomb, does that place look like a camp? The people of the world that is watching, press in the world, they're watching, those places, the videos they're seeing online, do they look like camp? Do they look like camp? Some of the videos, we cannot play those videos on YouTube, on our social media platform because of the restrictions. There are so many videos that most of you must have seen those videos. Those videos you are seeing, does those places they are attacking, does it look like a camp? They are not camps. They know where to find the Liberation Army of Biafra. If they want to face them, they know where to find them. But of course, these are a bunch of terrorists who cannot be able to focus on the rule of engagement. All they do is to go against innocent people, destroy their houses, take innocent lives, spill blood as much as they can. And they think by doing that, by attacking the innocent, they want to weaken us and make us chicken away. You can't. It does not matter how many lives you take. The Biafran people know what they want, and they have signed up for this mission. That is why more than 60 million people came together and gave that mandate to the Prime Minister. They gave that mandate to the United States of Biafra government and say, take us away from this contraption called Nigeria. And they are going ahead to take that very move. You saw on the very convention, during the convention, you saw how the whole thing was conducted. You saw how the referendum was conducted. It was played out, both on video and the one that was done online. You saw it. It isn't as if it's something that's made up. And already many international organizations have recognized that very self-referendum that we conducted. And we will continue to move on to pursue recognition. Today, we are on pursuing the recognition, and we must continue to pursue recognition. In the pursuit of recognition, it also has to do with us as an individual. You as a Biafran, how do you represent yourself on the media? When you come to social media on your own platform, on individual platform, or go to platform, how do you represent yourself? They are watching. They are watching. If you are not representing the government of Biafra, it's a different ball game. Go ahead. But whenever you stand on the podium and you are speaking in the platform of the United States of Biafra, representing them, you must mind your speech, mind the way you conduct your words, be very, very civil because the whole world is watching. It is time for us to win back our recognition. In the past, we fought and we got recognition, and we are still going to fight and get back our recognition, and there is no going back. I think I can see Akonye Wetere, you've not spoken, right? Akonye Wetere, you've not spoken. Please go ahead and speak to us. I think I've forgotten that you just came in. Akonye Wetere, can you hear me?
Please give me like 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay. So as we are pushing forward and pursue recognition, that is one thing that every one of us must focus on. And to remind us where we are coming from before, sometimes when we are talking about this Biafra, people who are not Biafrans they think we just make up words and we are making noise about it. Just like P2B will come and tell you that P2B will tell you that Biafra is dead and buried. A Biafran will come and tell you that Biafra is dead and buried. Biafra is never dead and buried. Biafra was, is, and is still in our heart. And for today, it has been restored. And in the past, we had recognition, and we are still standing and focusing. And nobody is going to take away that which we have already got from us. We will continue to pursue and speak on different platforms until we get to the direction where we are. My beloved brother, I think Maxwell, is it Maxwell? If anybody have anything to say, just make a contribution while I seek for that video. There's a video I want to get up and play. Just give us a word while I search for the video. Bro Max, are you there? Obieze, you have something to say?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, Obieze can go on. Obieze can go on.
Obieze, go on.
Yeah, no, I will not take much time. I'm just trying to beg all our brothers and sisters, all genuine Biafrans worldwide. Yeah, this job is not job for one person, only for our brother, chief survivor, David Herbert. No, it's a job for everybody. All of us have something to contribute to this beautiful nation. This Biafra is for everybody. It's not Simon Ekpa Biafra or Mazen Nandekano Biafra or Juku Biafra. It's our own country. It's our own beloved country. This is the time now for all of us to stand up and do the needful. If you cannot do anything, at least if you see something, you say something. Yes. It's very, very important. Tell your neighbor. Open up. Tell your neighbor. Speak about this Biafra. Be proud of your nation. Do you know what it takes to be a Biafran? Do you know what it takes to be a Biafran in this life that God brought you? So this is the best gift. The best gift we can give to our children and our grandchildren to come. This Biafra. This is the only hope for us. The only hope for poor man. I said before, I'm above 50 years. And all these 50 years, majority of these 50 years, I live all of them in Nigeria. And look at me today. Nigeria doesn't even know that I'm existing. They don't know. So when we are talking, or when the Prime Minister is telling you that he's going to bring Finland in Biafra, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me because I already experienced all this life and see what that Finland in Biafra will look like. Or America that I'm living now, to see how America will be in Biafra. I said it in some platform ago. Like in my house, we have a hurricane. A hurricane came and pulled my fence down. What did I do? I just go online and write to the government that I was affected by the hurricane. The next few days, they sent a check to my mail boss, and I used the check and repair my fence. I didn't go to any office. I didn't stand in any line. Nobody pushed me down. I was in my house. Just go to the website and type. I was among the people that was affected. Put your name, date of birth, and their house address. They will check it online and see, yes, this person, their area belonged to the area that was affected by the hurricane. They sent me a check a national check from the federal government. And I used the check and they repair my fence. So this is the Biafra we are talking about. It's the Biafra we're talking about. My children, every morning the school bus will just come and pick them up and go to school. The school is free. When they go to the school, they give them food. The school, if there's no university in Nigeria that you use to compare the school my son is going to here, there's no university to tell you the Biafra that we are talking about, how the Biafra will look like. So my people, this is the time now. This is the time. There's no need of staying outside. Oh, this is their Biafra. Let's look how they're going to bring this Biafra. Biafra is already here. Biafra is already here. Even the Nigeria we are talking about, they know that Biafra is here, but they are just watching us. Nobody born of a woman can stop Biafra not to come. It's not possible. If they did not stop it in 1967, is it now? Is it now? This is 21st century that they will stop the? Who is that person? Is it the Oduduwa or the Arewas or the Fulanis? Who is that person that will stop a Biafran? Let them wait. We are coming. This fight, it will be all over Nigeria, state by state. Let them not think that it will be like in 1967. Oh, the whole Biafra will run back to the east. No, we are not going nowhere. We go nowhere. We will face you face to face. Whatever you want, we'll give it to you. If you are building our own house in Lagos, we buy your own house in Lagos too. That's what they're supposed to understand and get it right. This time we want peace. But we will not say, okay, because we want peace, then we just fold our hand and we watch you guys be killing us like that. No. We have to defend ourselves, and that is what we are doing now. We are in our home. They come and attack us and kill us. So what are you going to do? You just fold your hand and allow them to kill you? So my people, I beg, tomorrow is the fundraising. We should come out and support the government. I stand with my government. I'm not standing with Simon Ekpa. I love him so much. I'm not standing with the chief of staff, the Ngozi Orabueze. She's my sister. We come from the same state, or the Megu state. I love her so much, but I stand with my country. I stand with the United States of Biafra. So my brother, thank you. Let me submit here so other people can say something.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is the spirit. We stand with our country, the United States of Biafra. The same way people do. When you call somebody, we see somebody from the US, any place you see them, you ask them, where are you from? He say, I am from the States. I am from the United States of Biafra. And they can defend it anywhere, happily defend it, and they flaunt their passport boldly. That is what we want to create. We want to create a nation where we'll be happy and where we can be able to be proud to say where we are coming from. Not a nation where we'll be hiding our passport. When you are traveling, they ask you, where are you from? You will tell them you are from Africa. Africa is not a country. You know Africa is not a country, but you're not bold to tell them they are from the zoo. Nobody is proud abroad to say he's from the zoo. When they ask you, you begin to dance around and dance around. You wouldn't say you are from the zoo. But it is very shameful. But by the special grace of Chukwu Okike, very soon everything is going to get normal and we will get to the place where we are supposed to be. So today, because of the stage we are now, I want to remind us that we have been recognized in the past. And if you listened yesterday, when our beloved brother, the European rep, Uche, was speaking, when Uche was speaking yesterday, he talked about our liaison offices across the world. We have liaison offices scattered over the world. And anywhere we have liaison offices, documents have been tendered to the government of that country for recognition. We have liaison offices across the world. Everyone tendered documents for recognition, and they are pursuing it. That is the phase we are today. Don't forget, we have been recognized before, and no country took back their recognition. That is why I'm playing the video. I want you to listen when the video is playing. It is going to mention the countries that recognized us before. And today, our Foreign Affairs Ministry, the Secretary of State, they are going to do a heavy work. Most of them have started already. Every liaison offices have started making their move. It is going to take a little time. It will take effort. That is where we are supposed to focus, not on any distraction. But the zoo wanted us to be one place and be fighting each other. They want us to keep silent and be solving problems. They want us to keep silent and remain one place and be reconciling. No, we have no problem. We have no enemy. We are moving forward. The only enemy we know today is that zoological republic and those who are sponsoring them. If you make yourself enemy of Biafrans and make yourself a willing tool in their hand, we are going to come after you. And that is the ultimate. Let us listen and hear the countries that have recognized Biafra in the past.
The first country that gave recognition to Biafra was Tanzania.
Tanzania was the first country that recognized Biafra. Tanzania, the very first country, Tanzania. Listen carefully.
This was done on the 13th day of April 1968. At that time, Julius Nyerere was the president of Tanzania. This was Biafra's first recognition in 11 months since the commencement of hostilities, and the recognition meant so much to Ojukwu and to Biafra as a whole. So much of it was said on Radio Biafra and published in several newspapers across the continent. The statement of recognition was made public on behalf of the government of Tanzania by C.M. Gonja, then Tanzania's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. This recognition was followed by public statements made by President Julius Nyerere himself in his justification of the decision of his government to formally recognize Biafra as an independent state. He stated amongst others as follows, quote, "What right have we, in the name of unity, to refuse to recognize the fact of Biafra? For years, the people of that state struggled to maintain unity with the other people in the Federation of Nigeria. Even after the pogroms of 1966, they tried to work out a new form of unity which would guarantee their safety. They have demonstrated by 10 months of bitter fighting that they have decided upon a new political organization and are willing to defend it. Tanzania has recognized the state of Israel and will continue to do so because its belief is that every person must have some place in the world where they are not liable to be rejected by their fellow citizens. But the Biafrans have now suffered the same kind of rejection within their states, the same thing that the Jews of Germany experienced. Fortunately, they already had a homeland. They have retreated to it for their own protection, and for the same reasons, after all other efforts had failed, they have declared it to be an independent state. We therefore recognize the state of Biafra as an independent sovereign entity and as a member of the Committee of Nations. Only by this act of recognition can we remain true to our conviction that the purpose of society and of all political organization is the service of man." End of quote. You can find this quote in the document titled Government of the United Republic of Tanzania, Case for Recognition of Biafra, New York, United Republic of Tanzania Mission to the United Nations, April 13, 1968. Ojukwu and the leaders of Biafra were excited about this endorsement from no less a person but Dr. Julius Nyerere, whose voice had become well known in domestic and international discussions on issues of governance in general and on the destiny of the African continent. Dr. Julius Nyerere received applause from Biafrans in Biafra and those in the diaspora. But the federal government of Nigeria was disappointed in Dr. Julius Nyerere and Tanzania for the endorsement of Biafra. Nigeria's military head of state, Yakubu Gowon, described the endorsement as ill-advised and reckless, and as his show of resentment, he immediately recalled Nigeria's ambassador to Tanzania and severed diplomatic ties with Tanzania. The war went on between Nigeria and Biafra, and for many months after the endorsement of Biafra by Tanzania, the war did not end, but Tanzania did not withdraw their support and endorsement of Biafra. The second country that gave recognition to Biafra was Gabon. This was announced on the 8th day of May 1968. In his public declaration of support for the independent state of Biafra, President Omar Bongo stated as follows at a press conference, quote, "We, the people of Gabon, hereby recognize Biafra. Biafra still exists. For those who don't believe, saying that Biafra is no more, for us, Biafra still exists as long as the negotiation is still ongoing. Because nothing proved to us that Biafra is finished. Why do we Gabonese recognize Biafra? Firstly, it is purely the goals of humanity. Secondly, because we know that the Nigerian Federation is a fraud and it reflects no basis. I will not tell you the history of Biafra here, but I will if necessary. But you just have to look back to 1900, to what Nigeria was, before coming back to 1906 to understand it. We Gabonese know that kind of federation. As Gabonese, we once belonged to a federation known as Federation of Old AF. We know that we are a Cinderella syndrome of this federation. For this, we know that the situation that is prevalent in Biafra is similar to the one we know, with the only difference of the genocide of Biafra, which they don't want to recognize and accept as it is. So for this experience, we the Gabonese hereby recognize Biafra. End of quote. The Nigerian government was displeased with President Omar Bongo, especially his choice of words, particularly his description of Nigeria as fraud. Nigeria took serious exception to it. Gabon went on to offer material support to the Biafran cause. When hunger became a serious killer in Biafra, Gabon allowed its airport in Libreville to serve as takeoff and landing point for aircraft that carried relief materials to Biafra. At that time, there was a blockade on the Nigerian airspace and planes were not allowed to fly relief materials across the Nigerian airspace to Biafra. Gabon is not far from the bite of Biafra. Gabon is rich in oil and other mineral resources. It is possible that Gabon also gave financial support to Biafra. Up to the end of the war in January 1970, Gabon did not withdraw its support for Biafra. The third country that publicly declared support for Biafra was Ivory Coast, which was known at the time as Côte d'Ivoire. The recognition was made on the 14th day of May 1968. The recognition was made by the then president of the country,
Yeah, I think we have listened to it. I just played it for us to take our back to memory lane, and for those who do not know, to understand. Please, my dear brother Maxwell, I want you to speak on this recognition section that we are now, as we are pursuing the recognition. What do you think? How soon, or how possible it's going to be? How soon? And the ones we have gotten before, how to reactivate it? And again, in the past, we didn't have the structure we have now. In the 1967, we didn't have the structure we have now. The world were not aware. That is why most of the recognition even came from Africa. It was only Haiti and one other country that was able to fall in. But this time around, we have a better structure. We have liaison offices that are registered under governments of where they are domiciled. So I strongly believe it's going to be much more easier, no matter how long it takes to come. And what do you think about that, my beloved brother Maxwell? Go on and speak on that recognition side.
Thank you so much, Mazichus. It is very, very interesting and disappointing to me that my own country, where the peace accord was broken, did not recognize Biafra. And that is the reason why I am the product of a woman of that Biafra land, whose father is from this part of this country, Ghana, to fight for the restoration of my mother's ancestral land. A Buri Accord between Ojukwu, Gowon, the Hitler of our time, General Achampong at a Buri Eastern region of Ghana, signed that agreement. But my own country refused to recognize Biafra, but they were there when my own president at that time, a military head of state, presided over the Ebure Accord. That could have changed, that could have made people like Owazurike, even the war and the death of over 3 million, 4 million people, not just through by gun, but by starvation, prevented it. He could have prevented the coming of Owazurike. He could have prevented the coming of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, my able leader. He could have also prevented the coming of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the Chief of Staff, and every one of us. We had serious issues at that time, what I call issues at that time. Those who supposed to assist late Dim Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu failed to support him. The elites of Biafra, as at that time, the old Eastern region, refused. Some of them were still hitting Ojukwu and General Effiong the same way they are hitting the woman that is there now steering the affairs of this United States of Biafra. If they did what they're supposed to do that time, the first recognition that you have to get of becoming a sovereign state is from your own regional bloc. What is our regional bloc? West Africa, ECOWAS. And when you look at some of the Gabon, Ivory Coast is in West Africa. And Tanzania, I think, is in East Africa. At least we got Julius Nyerere that I respect so much. In fact, you cannot know this man. Oh, he's a human being. He is not a saint. But respect Julius Nyerere. I respect that man. Whatever that I read after, when I became someone today, was very, very impressive. He was not bulky. He was not muscular. He was just like the first president of Ghana, late Dr. Kwame Osagyefo Nkrumah. They were just like the same, very athletic and very strong in his decision. Our people failed. Our pioneers that started this fight before us. The likes of Nnamdi Azikiwe was very, very bitter against his own brother and even called them rebels. I will never forgive that elderly statesman on this issue, because he was, do you know that the kind of influence late Azikiwe command within the African zone and in the, America and Europe? Do you know this man was he was not even popular that much in Nigeria. He was a railway police officer in western region of Ghana. His pilot newspaper, that time, Ghana was very, very exposed, very much. We got our independence first sub-Saharan Africa before even Nigeria. The influence of the United Kingdom, the colonial imperialists, were visible in Ghana as at that time. They were mining gold and other things, timbers, cocoa, and everything, and taking away from our people here. Even before oil was discovered in 1958 in Olobri, Port Harcourt. They started squandering, exploiting the resources of Ghana here before that time. So most of the concentration of the West African people, Anglophone were in Ghana as at that time. I am telling you, we refused to support Biafrans. We refused to support, to end or stop or prevent the conundrum that went on, the massacre, the genocidal act of the terrorist Nigerian government against the Biafran people. What I have to tell you today is this. Instead of this group of elements starts, to fight against the head of the government as at now, let them channel that into canvassing and meeting these people within our regional bloc that can at least accept us first. It is those people in your house. If they accept you, then the outsiders, AU, EU, United Nations, will not have any qualms in accepting us. The reason why Somali is still where they are today is AU refuses to accept Somaliland. I don't know whether you know about this. Somaliland, they started long time ago. That was the reason why when I listened to that man, is it a Michael? Is it the one that spoke from the US during the
Michael Rube.
Michael Rubin. He said they started, but we can have success more than them by jumping them. I listened to him very well. He said we have the money, you have the people, you have the wisdom. God has blessed Biafran so much. Onyagoro High Center, dekwa no mema adole or ori bikono. God has blessed Biafran so much that you have no reason whatsoever to fight and restore your ancestral land from occupation. You have no reason to say you cannot do it. This fight, these gullible fellows are fighting today, they should channel it into supporting who is there now to make sure that we get support from home. These countries that recognized Biafra before must be addressed, must be spoken to. That is what they should do before we start going out. And we have to start from here. But no matter what happens, anywhere it is going to happen, Esu Millipede say, hey, ndekanye, anokwam nisi, anorokwam nodu, ihem no wuzi netiti, wa azojaya, whichever way is going to come, anywhere, Mazi Chooks, and everybody that is listening to my voice today, whether it is going to, whether the African bloc recognizes or not, wherever we are going to get our support, please let God let it happen so that we'll be free and go home.
Yes.
We must go home.
Thank you.
With this, in rounding up, I am for the chair of the United States of Biafra as it is now. I am for the Republic of the United States of Biafra, the great men and women in it, and the land that God has blessed so much. Thank you so much. I have to leave you now because I have 2 sessions that I need to go today. Monday.
You tried. You tried. You even overstayed. You are in a recovery mood and you stayed that long. I didn't know you would be that long.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I love you all. I love you all. I love you all.
Love
and
you
your
too.
prayers are working for me. God bless every one of you. Thank you for having me.
Get well
I
soon.
say we
Get well
move.
soon. Thank you so much. Coach Hooks, do you have something to say? Coach Hooks, if you have a contribution to make, go on and speak.
Good afternoon once more.
Yeah.
May God continue to bless you and bless your channel.
You see?
Since ever before, let me just say, just 2 days ago, I just saw during the I think that yesterday when the media team was talking about the people supposed to follow. I used to see your video before in that TV show, but I have seen the great work that you are doing, and I pray that Almighty God will continue to sustain you and promote our people, and the land of Biafra will not going to left you behind. Even all our enemies, the time has come. They're supposed to open their eyes by now. And they're supposed to be sleeping because that time have come. All these people that are doing their own, like onye nchụrụ onwe n'ụgbọ ya chinekwe n'ụgbọ abalị. That is the most important thing. Onye nkwesịrị ịgwa ha dị ya. You are very welcome. Thank you very much. God will continue to protect you and protect the whole media team.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's go to Akonye Wetere. You've been here twice. You go out, you come, they kick you out, come back. Thank you so much. Akonye Wetere, are you ready now? Akonye Wetere, are you now ready? I know you are in a busy place, always in and out. Akonye Wetere is gone again. Let's go to Ojugo. Ojugo, go ahead, speak to us, Ojugo. Let's hear you.
Good morning, my brothers.
Good morning. You're welcome.
Yeah, I just woke up now and I saw that you are on live online. So, and I heard our brother, the one the maternal home is Biafra land.
Yeah, from Maxwell.
Maxwell. He said it all. He said it all. And I love the video that you played. I didn't miss that. Thank God. So I think it's a big. That video means a lot. Like that video that you played. It reminds us from where to start. You know, to have these our African brothers or countries to recognize us, because the Bible and it's no marama powero, you know, and Africans shouldn't, countries shouldn't be thinking about Nigeria. They all know if you are a man, you need to stand up. I don't know what ties, all these they are ties. Start using scissors to cut them off. Nigeria is a foreign country. It's British industrial whatever. It's not, they don't have a purpose. They just want to make it, call it Nigeria, to be able to do whatever they're doing. Even apart from one is a Gabonese calling it Frontline. Even the former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, called it the same.
Yes.
So what are we fighting for? Why are we in denial? As a psychologist would say, we are in denial. Everybody, Yoruba, Hausa, know that it's a fraudulent country. If you're Yoruba fighting Biafra, are things better for you now? It's gas, what do they call it over there? It's fuel, 1 naira in your place and 1,000 in Biafra land. Hell no, everybody's suffering the same thing. And coming back to us, the Chief of Justice said it all. There are two things that if people really recognize and summarize what we're doing now, two things: securing the Biafra territory. 2, reaching out for recognition. And that's why they shovel the cabinet for people that will do that job. People should think well. This is where we are now. And trust me, once the territory is fully secured and the recognition is gotten, we don't need the whole country in the world to recognize it. No. Some of them who got them, trust me, we got to that point, this cabinet will be reshuffled again. So let nobody be there and think that it's a permanent person there. No, we need to move. Changes will be coming in. And if somebody is by appointed and is not doing well, trust me, they will change it because we need to move. We need to move. So let's think it in this area. Two things that we're doing now. Two things. And that's what Simon has in his template. Two things now. It's been announced. It's been redeclared. What is the two things now? Approaching countries now to recognize us. Especially, I wish they can start with those countries that recognize us before, because I'm sure they have not withdrawn that recognition. Maybe they are quiet because we've not risen again.
Yes, they did not. They did not withdraw that recognition.
Yes. So we have to bring it up. Again, make sure that those recognitions are up on top of their table, looking at their face right now, and the world to know that this country recognizes on what date and the year. And then we keep moving. And then the two is for our military to make sure that the territory is secured. All this finance, it is that now we need finance 100% at this time to secure the. These are two important things that is going on. People are traveling different countries now. People who can do it. Money is involved. So all this social media, blah, 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 nobody should be listening to it. And my dear people, when you unsubscribe from these channels and their notification, delete yourself out. I don't know how people digest all this noise in the media. I don't. The first thing I did was to clean up all these people that I subscribed to. I cleaned them up, deleted them. I don't get any notification anymore. So that you can get to the main point. That's the way to go about it. Because the more you're there listening to them, your brain, I don't know how people function, but me, I'm an accountant, so I need my brain. I need my brain. So too much noise in the media, people need to stop. That sets you into confusion. And it can cause depression. It leads to depression. So whatever that is not important, delete it and move forward. Unsubscribe from it and move forward. And please, just I would like you, so I think somebody mentioned that yesterday or asked that question on the space, Twitter space. We need somebody that will work closely with our CEO because I know she's a very busy woman coordinating and piloting these affairs that can be tweeting stuff, because when I look there and I don't see anything new for the day, I kind of like, so we need, but I thank you and I thank 247. So I always go to Twitter, and then if 247 is there, I just switch in. So, but when I look at the COF, I don't, sometimes, it takes like a day, 2 days, so, and then if there are, like the Secretary of Information, if you can post her Twitter, I know she mentioned it, but I couldn't capture it yesterday or she can come out more until we're able to grab her Twitter space so that we need a place that we can always go and look and see what's going on and then get out. That's where I was doing it with Simon. What I don't see on space, on Simon's space, I don't listen to it. I don't look at it. Every morning I go there, look at the space, and then see what's going on. In the afternoon, I'll go back. Before I go to bed, I'll go back, to keep myself updated than the riot in the social media. So if they can do that for us, that would be very helpful. Thank you so much. I'm happy. Whenever I got up, I noticed that you're online. So I think maybe I joined a little late or almost late, but I'm happy to get you. At least this is the second time I'm getting you live when I woke up. Thank you. I'm calling from United States.
Thank you so much.
Driving.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your contribution. What you just said is you made a very good point. Many people pointed out that yesterday, and we are also discussing about that very issue inside the Secretary for Information. Also, we talked to her about, and we will continue to remind them. It is very important to put those daily updates. It is very important, those daily updates, and I believe COS. We know she's very busy, but something is going to be done very soon. We in the media also talked about it. It will also help us when you get the latest information from her and you share on your platform, it will also help to boost the platform and boost the morale of Biafrans where we are today. It's a very good point that has been noted yesterday, and we also talked about it in our media group, and we will continue to press on it. And I believe very soon things are going to change so that information will be coming on a daily basis and people will know where to get information. And we will also advertise those platforms, more especially the platform of the government, the COS, and the Secretary of Information. I will compile them so that on my next program I will begin to advertise them so that people can equally catch up with it and follow it up. Thank you so much, my beloved sister. I appreciate you for that contribution. I appreciate you. My brother Obieze, are you still awake?
Yeah, Massachusetts.
Go ahead and speak.
You don't need to ask. As my brother. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm still awake. It's 5:16 a.m. here. Like,
wow. Well, I'll be rounding up myself. I've been here almost getting to 4 hours now. So
you are doing a great job. You are doing a great job. I know you don't stay too long like this before, but
before I don't stay more than 1 hour. At most 1 hour I'm off. 1 hour, 1 hour.
Yeah, I go on Africa this time around, my brother.
Yeah.
I thank my sister.
Let's just take our closing remark. You go with your closing remark, and then.
I will not take too long. I just want to add 1 or 2 things.
All right.
I thank my sister that just spoke last. Yeah, because all of us should join hands together. This is not a job for Simon or for Mazen and the country, like I said before. This is a work for all of us. Every Biafran now should be awake.
Yes.
Everybody, both to old and young. It's not a job. A country is not built by one person. It's a collective effort. It's a collective effort. If you see something, you say something. You don't need to wait. If you see something that is going wrong, you don't need to go and do it by yourself. Just hide somewhere that will be safe for you. If you have your camera, use it and take video of what is going on and send it out. Yeah, you send it out. That is how things is done now. So you don't need to go there and put yourself in a danger.
No.
Just stay safe and they take a picture. That is what is part of the job.
Yes.
It's part of the job. That is how information is gathered. It's part of the job. If you see something, you say something.
Say something.
And I thank God we are in the right listen. Biafra is I think if you look around the world, Biafra is one of the best markets for every investor to come and invest. We have everything we need to be a country. We have everything. Human resources, natural resources, every damn thing God bless us with. So we don't need to, what are we worrying ourselves for? What are we worrying ourselves for? Some countries are less than 1 million in population. Say, Montenegro, how many is Montenegro? Montenegro is less than 1 million. It's like 800,000. But they're a country. Yeah, even Finland, the Finland that our prime minister is living. What is the population of Finland? So why can't we do it? What did Finland have that Biafra don't have?
I wonder.
Is it natural resources? Look at the way that they do the protest. Look at the weather. Everywhere it was snow, white. But God bless us with the natural weather. We have everything. We don't have hurricane. We don't have a tornado. We don't have earthquake. That is God. God bless us with every damn thing on this. That is the problem we are having. The problem we are having is that resources that God gave us. When you are hearing Nigeria, one Nigeria is what they're taking from Biafra land. That's what keeping the Nigeria one. That is, if what we have in the Biafra land is in the southwest, by now the Oduduwas they for be a country of themselves. If what is in Biafra land is in the north, oh my God, look at the gold they have in Zamfara. They told the gold in Zamfara is for Zamfara, but the oil in Bayelsa is for the whole northerners. That's the problem. But we thank God. We thank God that God bless us like this, but this is the time for us now to wake up and take what belongs to us. According to the Bible, the kingdom of God suffereth violent, and the violent one take it by force.
Take it by force.
Right now is the time for us to take our destiny by ourselves. We don't, even if no country recognize us, no problem. But let all the terrorists in our land, let all of them leave that land right now. Let them leave that land for their own sake. Let them leave that land. It belongs to us. That is our inheritance. It belongs to us. The state I'm living now, we have oil here in Texas. You cannot take oil that is in Texas and go and give to New York. It doesn't happen like that. Even from Texas, Texas is supplying all the East Coast oil. But it's for Texas. The only thing is, if you any dollar that is in that money, that oil that you sold, you have to pay the tax, the percentage to the federal government. That is how it works here. But you cannot, New York cannot come and tell me the oil in Texas is for New York. It doesn't work that way, my brother. So this is the time for us to wake up and take what belongs to us. So, my brother, let me leave it here. Thank you for the good job you are doing. God bless you. And
Thank you
bless,
so much,
bless
my
your
brother.
family.
Bless you too.
I have a
Bless
question to this our brother that just finished speaking.
Okay.
Yes, ma. I'm here.
Bros, you live in Texas, and I know the coordinator of the finance in Texas. I'm not sure of what she's doing right now and what's going on with the contribution. So because on a Telegram that was created, I deleted myself there because she was she's working with the finance minister, so I deleted myself from the Telegram and from the group. So do we have anything new in Texas?
Yes, we have a new admin in Texas. It's in the handle of the chief of staff, the new admin with the phone number.
Okay, in a chief of staff Twitter.
Where you go to her Twitter page, you will see the new admin for Texas.
Okay.
It's right there. Somebody, somebody. It's right there with the guy phone number. Yeah, the same thing happened to me.
Okay.
When this thing was going on, I saw when you come to the platform, all the whole information that is coming from the government, she will be deleting it.
Yeah.
I have to call her. I said, what is going on?
I posted something too.
I didn't post any. I was just watching because I'm on the line 24 hours due to my job. It makes me to be online 24 hours. I have to call her on her WhatsApp number. I say, what is going on, my sister? I respect you. You are a mother. And I look at my wife and I look at you. I respect women a lot. This thing you are doing, you are the leader. You are our leader. And even if anything is going on, you have to consider us. You already have the opposition in your party. So what you need to do, you have to carry everybody along. You can't just be feeding us with what is coming from Okechukwu Nkere, because I know Okechukwu Nkere pays all of them. Okechukwu Nkere use our money and paying all these people. The way he paid the media, the way that's the same way he pays the admins, the same way he pays some reps. He have some reps with him too. He pays all of them.
Yeah.
So I said to her, it doesn't work like this. You are our leader. Inside this thing, you have people that is mad. You have people that their brain is correct. You have people that follows you. You have to carry all of us together and be neutral. Even if you are supporting Nkere, you have to allow our own post that we like to be there too.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
but
respect her a lot, but her
complaining that
action, I
the
was
chief of staff.
disappointed.
You are complaining that the chief of staff have this autocracy, but you are doing autocracy inside your own government in the local area you belong. You don't allow us to even our own opinion to come on the platform. Anything that comes in, she delete it. I say, okay, it's your platform. You are the head. I already give you my own advance. You don't need to. This thing you are doing is not going to help you at all. It's not going to help you at all. I'm not going to tell you who to follow, but you are the head of this local government here.
I expected her to be neutral first. And then observe and ask questions. She didn't go to Finland.
She didn't even consult us. I watched her on the fundraising. She took all the Texas money and go and submit to the fundraising.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've deleted myself
I
from
already
all
deleted
those
myself
things.
and block her from the WhatsApp and take myself off from the.
I deleted her number. If all those I have their number, mine is I don't waste time. I delete you, I block your number.
Yeah, I already block her from
forward.
the WhatsApp and delete
Yeah.
myself from the group. And go to the chief of staff.
Okay.
This thing, you will see. Just scroll. You will see the memo that he approved the Texas new admin. She was one of the first to be sacked.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. God bless you. Yeah.
Mm.
Go ahead, my beloved sister. Give us your closing remarks so that we can round off. We are closing up.
My closing remark, my brother, is to say thank you. You've stepped up, and I'm happy because I know that you really come online, and when you come, you don't stay long. But here we are. You know, and myself, when I wake up like this, I say, no, I just need a good time. Maybe in the evening I will listen to whatever, but now I have to wake up and check is somebody online, you know. So here we are fighting for this. Yeah. And we're almost there. We're almost there.
That's right.
Recognition, no recognition, important thing is our territory. You know?
Yes.
Like Ambazonia, secure theirs, you know? Yes. And then fighting for recognition, the same thing. So these two items I said is what is in the template now, and that's where we are.
Absolutely.
You know, but I pray for those who have been strayed away, the Lordship, you know, to have everything and joy for all of us to fight the enemy. Yes. We ourselves are not enemy. We are the ones that are being maltreated. We have a common enemy. Everybody should sleep and wake up knowing there is one common enemy, the zoo. Yes. And all the terrorists, they gave military uniform, you know, and the police uniform. So let's wake up. Let's do the needful. I'm happy that I got this information now so that I can go back to my Texas people, because so that we are there know what is going on. So I thank everybody, and we'll keep praying. We'll keep praying. There's nothing God cannot do. With God, everything is possible.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that have been with me on this program from beginning to the end. Thank you so much, my panelists and those who helped me to follow up the program today. I appreciate everyone. Every Biafran that have supported on this platform today, on the comment section in one way or the other, those who are watching and observing, I appreciate everyone, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect every one of us. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will protect us, secure us, more especially our brothers and sisters in Biafra land that are watching. Those who are there in the front line, we pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect them. We pray for the Liberation Army, the resistance fighters, the strike force, the Black Marine. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide them, protect them, secure every one of them. We pray for our COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister interim. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will give her more wisdom, knowledge, understanding, protect her and secure her. No evil shall befall her. We pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect her, secure her, keep her safe. We pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide him, protect him, secure him, give him long life in the land of the living. Continue to give him more wisdom wherever he is. Give him more strength. Give him more strength. Give him more strength. Keep him for us and bring him back to us as soon as possible. Whatever thing that is holding him back, any barrier that has been built around our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa will break those barriers. May Chukwu Okike Abiama go before us and do the work for us. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for good health. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for healing. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for strength. We pray for revelations. We pray that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will stand strong until he joins us very, very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, shall prosper, the Deputy Prime Minister. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Thank you so much for being with us on this program today. I will see you again tomorrow, same time. Also, next time in the evening, join us on Biafra Exodus Heart Talk TV. In the next few hours, I will be there and we will continue to preach this gospel and make sure that we reach out to all Biafrans. If you have not yet like the program, share the program, make sure you click the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I come online. You can join us, air your opinion. We are here to preach the gospel and we will continue to preach the gospel until Biafra is fully restored on the ground and we will now celebrate. Thank you so much. Stay blessed and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
The Fulani approach to the zoo called Nigeria is called the devil's alternative. Fulani, they have this two-pronged approach to the issue of one Nigeria. If they collapse you through banditry, they will overrun you because they believe they have superior weaponry. Right now, and all of them are in this game together. That's number one. If you sue for peace, which idiots like Omahi are doing, if you sue for peace, they will also get what they're looking for because they will plant Ruga in every local government area. The devil's alternative, whichever option you choose, men are going to die. Men will die. It doesn't matter the option you choose. If you wait for them to do things peacefully, which they will never do, they are going to kill you anyway because they'll be Ruga. And you allow them to forcibly take over your land, you are taken over, they will take it by force. And Fulani will plant their people in your local government areas. That in the next 100 years, you'll be hearing about Olo Emirates. And then we'll be like Hausa people. Our great-grandchildren will now ask their parents, what happened? They will tell, oh no, there was somebody called Hope Uzodinma. He was playing politics. He loved Nigeria. There was one called Umahi. He loves Fulani. He used to be our brother. But then we are gone. As a race, we are finished. And I said to these fools, Fulani Caliphate is dealing with you people, but you don't know it. They are like the vulture. Nigeria is pregnant. If Nigeria dies during the pregnancy, they benefit. Nigeria gives birth to their Ruga, which they want, a new Nigeria, which they want, is also to their benefit. The only people aiding and abetting them are these quislings, the fulefus from the East, intellectuals, and sophisticated morons from the West.
Today, why Nigeria are killing Nigerians who believe in Nigeria, protesting they are killing them, it is only Biafrans that have not fallen victim. For the wisdom of the government of Biafra, that the only thing we know is to protect the life of our people, we go to any extent to do that. And today, the political criminals are speaking. They like good things. But inside themselves, they know it is possible only by the Biafra government. Nobody listens to them. If we have called for protest, Ali Igbo will be burned. I am telling you, everywhere will be burned. But we said, we know Nigeria is not our concern. And because of this, the next 1 month, the 1 month, I want you to understand that forget whatever that is going on social media. Forget whatever that the Nigeria terrorist states are saying on social media and behaving on their National Assembly. They know that the game is over. I am telling you the fact. The northern Nigeria know that the game is over. I know what is going on within them. The presidency of Nigeria know that the game is over. The Senate President Ekpa knows that the game is over. The only people that do not know, or maybe they are just skeptical, are the gullible one Nigerians who are believing in the Nigerian terrorist army that they have the capability to eliminate Biafrans, don't knowing that I actually lost the war already before we.
Unless you understand your role in society, you can never ever make any meaningful contribution. According to the Greeks, there are 3 types of people on this earth: the idiots, the tribesmen, and the citizens. People don't know the meaning of the word idiot. They think it's an insult. It's not an insult. When the Greeks used the word idiots, they did not use it as a curse word. Idiots are people who just do not care. That is the original meaning of the word. If they write exams, they will cheat. If they are in government, they will steal. An idiot does not care at all. If he eats banana, he throws the peel anywhere instead of putting it in a trash can. According to the Greeks, some societies have more idiots than tribesmen and citizens. As I used to say before, Nigeria is full of idiots. Idiots.
Prayer. There is no room for sabotage. I am not fighting Biafra freedom with a clear eye. The thing I'm telling you people today, if you know you are going to occupy any position in the Biafra de facto government in the homeland, listen and pay attention. I don't have friend. I don't know anybody. I don't know you. You are not my friend. The only thing that we are doing brought us together is that you have volunteered to serve Biafra people in the homeland. If you become a problem, you will regret it. It is a call to serve Biafra people, not a call to serve Ekpa. Not a call to build clique, not a call to form cabals in your various states. Not a call to do paddy in the Biafra government. The price and the consequences is heavy. Many people have died in this struggle. You must listen to instruction.
All of us Biafrans in the Brigade Cabinet, the Defense of Homeland, the Biafran Liberation Forces, the Biafran Army, we have vowed in our life. We are going to continue this same call, this same place that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has. Nobody will stop that. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has set all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end.
If not, that means you're not doing anything. If nobody is chasing you to arrest you, that means you're not a freedom fighter. If nobody is trying to stop what you're doing, that means that what you're doing is not effective.
All of us Biafrans in the Brigade Cabinet, the Defense of Homeland, the Biafran Liberation Forces, the Biafran Army, we have vowed in our life. We are going to continue this same call, this same place that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has. Nobody will stop that. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has set all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end.
Simon Ekpa,
Biafra